We got our own Clika, strong Clika.
Clika. Clika. Clika. That's all we got is Clika. Clika.
Can you respect?
Are we recording?
Cool. We're recording.
Welcome to Clika Podcast.
La Clika way.
Welcome to La Clika Podcast.
Clika.
Episode 50.
Damn.
51.
We're here in the South Bay.
Yeah.
South Bay, Los Angeles.
City of
We have some very, very special guests. We have the Crux.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Yeah.
What's up, people? Hey, yo, what's up, Crux?
Introduce yourself, please.
Who are those guys?
Are those-
What's up, man? I'm Mace 1, South Bay, Los Angeles. In the building, the Crux.
The Crux,
You know how
the
we do it.
Crux. What up, what up, La Clika? This is Getel 1 from the Crux.
What's up,
Pleasure,
Getel?
pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah.
having us.
Thank you,
Right,
thank
right.
you.
Appreciate
yeah, bro.
that.
Oh,
yeah.
51, let's make 51 go nuts.
Yeah, area, like the area.
Area 51, son.
5150. 5150, you know?
5150.
I wanted to go over there and rush it.
Hell yeah, we are some crazy motherfuckers.
5150.
There it is. We are some crazy fools.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the new.
Let's just ask.
Let's catch up a little bit.
Let's ask.
So how you been, man? How you been? I haven't seen you in a
Good.
minute,
Mace,
man.
how you been,
man?
man?
I haven't seen you in a minute, too, man.
Right?
Just working, man. Grinding, you know?
I remember
Paying bills.
we went to Santa Barbara. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
We went to
Wow.
Classic.
You were
man.
there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, he used to go, dude, everywhere with Bago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think now I remember. We had a little brawl that night.
Yeah, we had a little
Yeah,
brawl.
I was the outcome.
Yeah.
You should have seen
I
his
remember
face.
your eye,
Now
bro.
you remember, right?
Yeah.
It's still like that. Look.
Look, I still got a little red dot because of that. Yeah,
Little local.
that was a crazy night, man. We were
Yeah,
freestyling. We went to go support No Can Do It, 2Mex.
Yep.
And how many parties
And,
did we go to, fool?
We went to like
God damn.
every
Every
house
house.
had a party.
Every
fucking
house.
house.
That was
every
nuts.
house.
That
The
was
whole
nuts.
street.
I mean, I remember people were fighting, like, no, come over here and rap.
That's right.
Like, no, come to my party and come freestyle. Remember that?
I got a cake. I got 2 cakes. I got 3 cakes.
Yeah, they were fighting, like, literally, like, come party at our dorm.
Yeah, man, that shit was wild.
Yeah,
and
we
then
were
you would
down.
walk down the street, huh? And then
Yeah.
every house,
Yeah.
there was a party.
Every-
It was like fucking Bourbon Street for white
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And shit, I think we were shit. I mean, I was probably 18, 19 at the time. So it was
Around, yeah.
nuts, man.
You're already
I mean,
drinking, man. That's not good, man. We're bad influence on your ass.
man,
God damn.
What's
Yeah.
up with that, man? No
Hey.
wonder.
Yep. Look at you now.
I remember
You're not
Marco almost killed me on the way home.
Yeah, he fell asleep.
He fell asleep.
Oh, he was driving?
He was driving, and I was knocked out, and I just felt the car moving. I was basically just like, and I woke up, and I'm like, hey, what happened? He's like, nothing. He almost died. It
Nothing.
Damn, man. Yeah, I remember that. That was a good time, though, man.
was a good
Yeah,
time.
good
Definitely
times,
different.
man.
Different.
Yeah.
I think we were still rocking with MySpace at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
Or we were.
Yeah, it was my
we were using,
It was MySpace.
we were using the dial-up, the fucking 56.
56K.
There was no such thing as 100 by 10 megabytes back then.
Nah. Everything was slow back in the days, man.
And we only chose, 5 friends? Remember the fucking top 5? Or what was that shit, bro?
Hey, if you weren't on that top 5, you were nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't shit.
Yeah, nah. You would scroll and see who had you on their top 5.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, you're like,
It's
fuck,
like-
they don't have me on
Say,
top 5.
Baco's number 9. Look at that. He ain't shit. Look at this fucking guy, dude.
Yeah, man.
People would get butthurt too if
Hell
you knew
yeah.
them and shit.
Yeah,
Hey, why don't you
yeah.
have me on your top 5?
Sending messages like, "Hey, why'd you? I seen that you added me, but why'd you take me out? What did I do? Did I hurt your feelings?"
Yeah. And that's when people used to put you on blast on the comments and shit. Remember? Like,
Yeah.
people, everybody's in that shit. It wasn't like now, you could fucking be all, nah, they was like there.
Yeah.
Boom.
No. It
in
was
your face.
totally a different time, man. And shit,
Oh,
Mace
yeah.
has been grinding for a cool ass minute. So, obviously we always looked up to OG with, because he already been working on music way before we were already working. So when that whole MySpace shit came out, it was just like, it was like something new to learn. Now looking back, it's like, it was where things are now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The predecessor
very,
for everything.
very interesting on how you use that platform.
It was
Yeah.
a precursor to just throwing out your music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Exactly.
There was no rules, no record labels, because, obviously back then, if you wanted to get some, some love, you had to have somebody behind you to put that shit out. Otherwise, how else were people gonna listen?
Nope.
Yeah, and that started all that. That started all the do-it-yourself.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
YouTube. I mean, YouTube I think was around at that time, but I don't think anybody really knew about it.
It was just like cat videos and shit.
Right.
You know, it wasn't anything. It wasn't anything big. You know?
This is the LimeWire days too.
Yeah.
This is LimeWire.
Yeah,
Fucking
videos.
HIV on your fucking desktop.
Yeah.
Infection after infection.
Like I wanted to download NWA, but I got herpes on my computer.
I think
My hard drive got bumps.
Your hard drive started oozing green and shit.
I think I got away with like 1,000 songs, and after that, my computer never worked. So I gave up after a while.
Oh man, those were the days, man.
times.
Yeah.
Hey, what was
Good time.
before MySpace? That was fucking AOL, right?
No, Friendster.
Yeah.
It was
Friendster.
Moco Space and Friendster.
No, it was the party line.
No,
No,
idea.
Party line.
damn.
Oh, yeah.
Me and
Hell
Mace were
yeah.
promoting singles on the party line. You know what I'm saying?
This little
Come
puppet.
here, little puppet. Check this out. Play this for your fucking hyena tonight, and you'll get laid.
All you hear is fuck AT Street. Then you hear Mace in the background and freestyling like, yo,
Yo, Bago, bust the beat, bust the beat.
Give me a beatbox, beat.
this white fence is in. And you hear the fucking beats.
Good point, because before all that, man, yeah, you're right. It was either an email or
Yeah.
you had to literally go link up with somebody in person. I mean, that was really the only way
No,
to
and it was the fucking chat rooms.
chat room.
Remember the chat
Oh
rooms?
yeah, the
Yahoo?
chat room.
Yahoo
The AOL
and-
chat.
AOL
AOL
chat
chat.
rooms.
Hey, but what was a hip hop one? What were y'all using?
God
I don't
damn.
think there was.
There wasn't
I don't
Maybe
think
not
there
hip
There
hop, but
wasn't
in
even
general,
any.
musicians in general. What
They
were
had-
music? I'm sure there was something, right?
They were hip hop chat rooms. They were like
like
for
late
all
90s, early 2000s.
early 2000s. Early 2000s. was-
MySpace pop what? 04?
Oh, yeah,
03?
03, 03.
02? Yeah.
I think it was like
about
03.
About
Yeah.
03.
Yeah, 03, I think. 02.
That's
I don't know.
crazy, man.
Yeah,
Just
man.
to think back on that shit, like
That was 17 years
That's what-
ago.
Well, thinking back, man, I mean, shit. You know, I was, supporting the whole culture for a long time, and back then, I mean, you had to literally pull up to the spot to get your own perspective of it, because otherwise, it was just he said, she said type shit. You know what I mean? So, I was going to the hip hop spots and checking out the b-boys and the graffiti writers doing their thing, and I mean, there wasn't really no like take a photo and see what this person's doing. It was literally,
You
if
had
you
to be
weren't there,
there. Yeah.
then you heard about it, but that was about as best as it gets, you know?
or if you
You
didn't
heard
get
it through rumors.
Yeah.
or if you were not at whatever show, whatever gig, whatever, and you didn't get a flyer, you didn't know what was going on in LA unless you
Right.
were there that day or whatnot. You know what I mean?
And they wasn't. Not everybody carried cameras, so it was like,
Yeah.
dude, you should have been there. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like, oh, check this out.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
I grew up when you guys were doing that. I was doing the death metal and punk rock thing, and we did tape trading. Like we would trade tapes from people from Mexico and
Oh, okay.
overseas and stuff like that, and that's how we got all hip onto music.
That's dope.
How did you guys get hip to the underground shit when you guys were coming up?
I'll let Mace touch his perspective, and then I'll.
I started going to the Good Life. Bago, I went a few times with an old school homie of ours, Crest, Odyssey. They were both here from Gardena. We started going to the Good Life Cafe in LA, and then that's where it all spawned from. Tumex, LA Cool that we were talking about earlier, Hip Hop Clan, excuse me. So listening to these cats is kind of where the underground really came from, LA. And it just started from there. And then you started hearing, other groups. They started bringing their friends who rapped, and then their friends started bringing more people, and it just grew. And LA Underground blew up. And that's how I started listening to it. And with Bago, and then our another one of our buddies, Baja. He was really into underground, and he was always looking for the newest music, and he would always be like, look, check this out, or I got a tape, or I got a CD, and passed it amongst us. And
dude,
and
you know
that's how
what's
it was.
funny? That he introduced me to Biggie. He had the tape Ready to Die on the way. We're on the way to TJ.
95?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually was like, yo, check this guy, check this shit out. And he fucking played Biggie, Ready to Die. We listened to that shit the whole way to TJ.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
And we're like, fuck,
Yeah.
this is
And I
badass.
remember
fool.
that year because 94, I was 10 years old to trip out. My parents used to work at a laundromat here in Hawthorne, right by Losing Your High. But there was a hip hop store right on Rosecrans and Prairie, where Northgate's at now. There used to be a hip hop store right there, dude. Back in the day.
Next to Clark Drugs.
I can't remember the name, but I was a kid. I went to go help my parents, do some work, and who do I see? I see Biggie Smalls here.
No shit.
For real, bro.
Right.
No bullshit, man. That's crazy.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember they had Method Man. They had Wu-Tang there.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the day. No, that's the day they were there at. They were right next to Lusinger.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang was right there next to Lusinger.
It was
right
like
there.
the same day or the same week.
Where the shoe warehouse is, whatever the hell that's called, on the corner.
They were there too.
That's where they performed. They
also
promoted.
went to that one.
Yeah, it was like
There was 2 or 3
93,
spots.
like 93, 94.
Remember the barber shop?
Yeah.
Where Rosecrans
Yeah, it
was
was
at?
around the corner. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And
Yeah.
hearing you guys talk about that, I was 10 years old, but at the same time, my older brothers were bumping that.
Yeah.
So I'm over there going to go wash some laundry mats.
Some
and I
chonies.
look to my left, and it's fucking
His
Biggie
diapers.
walking into the building.
Yeah.
Like nothing
Crazy,
back in the
dude.
days.
Well, I remember when
putting up his posters with the baby.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because that's
That's
when he
what stuck
first
in my
came
head.
out. Yeah. I remember when it was a Unity. I don't remember who I went with. It might have been just Crest. It was a Unity, and they had Wu-Tang on the fucking flyers. We're like, who the fuck is Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
It's an sounding like an Asian group, like karate shit, right? We're like Wu-Tang, okay, whatever, right? Because they weren't bumping on the West Coast.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that we knew. Excuse me. So we went to this Unity, and they were the headliner. And we're like, all right, well, whatever. There was some West Coast artists there or whatever. They fucking did their thing. And then all of a sudden, 50 motherfuckers come on stage. And it was the Wu-Tang Clan. And that was the first time that they ever came to
Bigger
LA.
B show?
Yeah, the Bigger B.
I didn't know about it, but my bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Bigger B.
Yeah, so that was
tell me about it.
the first time that Wu-Tang, I had the honor and to experience that. The first time that they came to LA was at a Unity show, Bigger B show. Yeah,
they knew a lot of. We found out about that because of Bigger B, man. Bigger B used to do big. He brought all the East Coast motherfuckers over here, man.
Shout out to Bigger B.
Yeah, shout out, R.I.P.
Rest
man.
in peace.
Never met dude, but I definitely heard the footwork he put in.
Yeah,
It's amazing,
Yeah, he was definitely a legend in the
scene.
Yeah, in the scene.
I heard he brought out, a lot of East Coast out here, introduced them to the West Coast,
Yes.
and collaborated because of that one person. That's dope.
Yeah,
Same
he was
shit.
he was a glue.
Yeah,
He was a glue. He's the one that meshed, the West and the East.
And same thing like Mace was saying, even like when I was coming up, I was doing graffiti because of my older brother. Shout out to Shell Rocks. He was doing this thing right here in the South Bay, and I was young. I just couldn't help but to get involved. You know what I'm saying? And his younger brother, shout out to Misfit. We went to high school together.
That fool's bad, by the way. Misfit's fucking
Thank you.
bad.
I taught him everything he knows.
Yeah, shout out to OG, man. I used to be in high school, man, and he was doing his music, and we used to have a circle during lunchtime, and dudes were tearing each other's necks off, and I wanted to be a part of that too. And I remember, him telling me, nah, man, before you step in that cypher, you got to beat me first. So I used to fucking, after school, go to his pad and we'd battle, and I'd go home fucking upset like every day. And then eventually, he introduced me to LA Cool, Rifleman, the whole Project Bloat scene. And then that became a thing where us South Bay kids were traveling on the 210 bus down Crenshaw to go kick it at 43rd and Lamert till 4 in the morning.
Yep.
And just cipher our asses off.
Shit, we took the bug, but
Right in the parking lot, right?
Right in the parking lot, man.
Yeah.
And it was dope because they had a writer's bench. So the graffiti writers were doing logos for all the artists.
Black books.
Shit, let me get this logo. Let me get this for my next album. So it was cool because we were interacting with the MCs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like before social media, it was that you had to go put in the work. You had to go, literally. Go
you had to be there.
You had to show face.
You had
if
to
you
be
will.
there.
Face, man.
Yeah.
Had to
You
show-
had
it wasn't
Fucking
easy.
foot patrol, man.
Because these Lamert kids
Yeah.
didn't want these South Bay kids over there.
Hell no, they didn't.
Because they're like, what are you doing here? You're
Yeah.
going to get your ass whooped here late at night. But, we were blessed to come through with the art and the music. And the next thing you know, we established good relationships with good people. And
You earned their respect.
earned the respect.
absolutely.
We did the hard work. Not like nowadays where, people pay for, respect and things like
And
that. Back
likes.
then, you had to really go out there and grind, man. You know, it wasn't easy getting the respect of Rifleman and Pterodactyl and all these guys. And like I said, prior to that, coming to kick it with Misfit, I would be listening to what Mace was working on, because he was always already working on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was always dope to go to the pad, because I was like low key kicking it with Misfit, but I was really trying to see what this dude was doing.
You're just looking over your shoulder, like, hey, what the fuck's that guy doing over there?
Yeah, I thought you came to kick it with me.
Yeah, dude. I remember being like, hey, Mace,
Hey, is your brother here? Is your brother here?
but like really, that's what happened. I mean, I could really say that Project Blowed was definitely like a big influence, at least for me.
It was ground zero for you, right?
Yeah, ground zero for me, because that really taught me, you know, the respect of hip hop. You can't just call yourself an MC and think that because you're in your house recording that you're an MC. No, you have to go out there. You got to put in the work. You got to get booed. You got to get applauded. You got to go through all that to understand that it's more than just fucking spitting bars. Can you fucking pump a crowd up? Nobody knows you, but can you make everybody put their hands up in the air and like what you're doing? That right there was like the high. You know what I'm saying?
You wait in line. And be out there freaking ciphering in line and shit, meeting everybody and shit.
Write your name on the list.
If you're dope, please pass the mic. You know what I'm saying? And a lot
please
of
pass the mic.
You know, I mean, they passed the mic on me several times, you know what I mean? But it built confidence.
Yeah.
It didn't make me go home and quit. It just made me want to go home and be better.
You learn from it.
Yeah.
Mace got on the fucking stage at the fucking Good Life.
Yeah, at the Good Life.
I remember that. I remember that shit. Remember we seen Skilo?
Yeah, I remember seeing Skilo.
Yeah, man. And I mean, that kind of happened at the Good Life, right? When
you guys were at the Good Life. Yeah. That's when
get a taste of that type of shit,
of Mexican descent was, you know, they were doing the thing. It was a hip hop clan of Mexican descent.
Shout out to Two Mex.
Cholan Cinco. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's pretty much, you know, the roots and what kind of influenced us to do what we're doing. Even though I'm, you know, 10 years older than these cats, but
I thought you were 10 years younger than me.
Did I just say older? My bad, bro.
Yeah, you picked him up at freaking Fit. Remember? He picked him up at elementary one time. Remember? He picked you up. I was like, hey, Bago, let's go pick this kid up, man. He wants to hang with us.
Let's go pick Getel and Misfit up.
I call that brushstroke experience.
Yeah, we had a meeting with your teacher that day, because like, why the fuck?
Look, Mr. Getel. No, that's little Getel. I'm Mace.
Right? Hey, he's only in the 3rd grade, but he has bars.
Yeah.
He's over there trying to battle kids.
Hey, check him out. He's over there like I taught him how to roll a joint at 9.
Yeah.
He's rapping about his chocolate milk.
Yeah. He enjoyed his recess.
Yeah, man. I can honestly say, man, that we didn't need social media to have fun. We didn't need social media to get out there. We didn't need social media. But it is dope now, though. I do like what you can do with it. I mean, you know, obviously, if you do some fuckery, dumb shit with it, then you're going to get called out on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you use that shit, like the way that it's designed, you know, to elevate you to another platform, hey, God bless you.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, you know. Shit, we still learning how to fuck with it, you know. But I see Snoop Dogg posting every 3 minutes, so I used to feel bad if I flooded the game with 3 photos in one day, but I realized that that's the problem I'm having. I need to flood it with 100 photos a day.
Yeah.
You know what's true? I had to unfollow Snoop Dogg because all I had was Snoop Dogg on my feed.
Right, but you know what? Bad content. Everybody wants to know what's going on. Like right now. We're doing this live and direct. Motherfuckers want to know. They want to see it.
They want to hear
be
it.
A part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But we ain't gonna let them be a part of it until about 9 weeks from now. you won't get none of this footage or content for about 1.5 years.
And you know another thing too, how we used to get our music, or not even just going to the shows in magazines. Remember, we used to actually look at the source.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Who was the upcoming MC?
Exactly.
How many
Who was
mics?
the dopest graffiti writer, even though they were biased in the motherfucker?
Yeah. You know, that's...
They never show no love to the coast, but it's okay.
That was
our social media.
Yeah, that was our social media. I was about to say that.
That was Benzino, right? Who owned that magazine?
Benzino.
Oh, you talking about Double XL and shit?
Yeah, Double XL, not the source.
Right?
Yeah.
And we had rap pages.
Yeah, I remember that. That was dope. That was dope.
That was our freaking...
The source was dope, and then we had the other the Latino version too, right? Which was
El Source?
Teen Angels.
La Sorsa.
Teen Angels.
El ritmo latino, wasn't it? Los top 10.
Y ahora para ustedes, el nuevo rapero.
La biblioteca.
Estamos aquí con los Crux.
¿Cuántos micrófonos les dan a estos cabrones?
En vivo, los Crux. Los Crux, en vivo.
I can't think of the name of the magazine.
A la Curazao.
Oh, Lowrider. Yeah.
Music.
And I remember the other one was the Insider.
It was Teen Angel, right?
Yeah.
Insider. That was more like a rave scene, but they actually had hip hop too. Because I remember I had one that had Muggs in it, and I still have it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, Muggs was in that one too.
You
so.
have everything,
You
dude.
still have
Yeah,
everything.
you got everything. I think fucking Jimmy Hoffa's buried under your house or some shit.
This fool still has the
He has
first
his
condom
mixtape.
that he used.
Hey, actually, I do. No,
It's all green.
Oh, shit.
preserved.
He's got little Bago baby sitting in a little cubby.
Saving them for later, man.
Yeah, they're in my freezer.
Hey, he didn't believe in freezing his eggs back in the day. He just believed in saving the cotton and his Ziploc bag.
Hey,
He said, I ain't gonna pay nobody to save these. I'm gonna save these
He
shits.
said,
Hey, dude,
he said Ziploc really works, guys.
Double Ziploc bag the
And his
We
motherfuckers.
got the freezer edition.
he reused them, bro. He just dusted that shit out. let me
man.
relube it.
It worked. It fucking worked though. You know, that was.
He still has his first pubic hair. I still got that shit, dude. I still got that.
Chino.
Hey, he has a little trenza as a pubic hair, dude. next
With
to
a
his
rubber
fucking
band and shit.
next to his fucking junior high picture with pimples and shit.
Oh shit.
Been known to be a sick puppy. Man. Not that I know this man.
Oh, I know.
Oh, man. Shout out to the
Shut up,
Clika,
Mace.
man. Shout out to the Clika, man.
That Clika
Appreciate it,
Podcast.
La Clika.
I'm gonna change your name from Bago to fucking Archive.
Ooh, the beehive. Beehive.
Hey, I'm bringing Keen back, though. I'm bringing Keen.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
That's
I'm bringing-
classic.
I'm bringing
Right?
Keen back.
Keen. That was his rider name before Bago.
Yeah.
Man,
I still see a couple little tags here and there in the South Bay too, dude.
What the
little
fuck?
landmarks, yeah. KLEEN, right?
K-E-E-N.
It was Keen.
K-double-E.
K-E-E-N.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, dog. That ain't you.
That's the wrong one.
I was trying to show you love. You know what? That ain't you.
Back in 89, 90.
Fuck.
Sorry, I just dated myself, but everybody knows. Everybody who
Shout out to all
listens,
the
they know who I
Flyers,
am.
all the
Yeah.
B-boys.
74 stands for the year I was
the
born.
music, man.
Shit.
74 years old, bro. You move like you're 70, though.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, my hip is kicking in right now. I gotta move
1874.
around here. let me stand up. My hip is hurting.
Fuck.
So, what was it about hip hop that got you guys into it?
I mean, I'll tell a little story. For me, it was that high that it's kind of unexplainable. I think everybody who is involved with music, whether it's hip hop or rock or jazz, it's a special feeling that you feel. And overcoming that feeling in front of an audience or
Yeah.
a group of individuals, whether it may be 2 people to thousands of people,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yep.
And I think that feeling, those, I guess you could call them butterflies.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's something that I could never find anywhere else other than that in that scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the music. And I think that's what kept me, drawn me to this day. I mean, shit, me and Mace were just talking about it, you know, and what keeps us still going is that high. It's that.
It's a drug that can't be
It's a drug.
replicated.
Right.
It's a real fucking drug. It's a real bad habit. It's a good habit
Yeah.
that you can't replicate exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of famous people, artists and stuff like that, they do take drugs because they want that high keep going, you know?
Yeah.
I could feel that. You know,
You know?
I could feel that.
That's what I see. Like, you want that high because there's nothing like, there's no high like playing live.
No.
Yeah, no, not at all.
And there is no
Especially
high.
when they're feeling you.
Hey, and
Yeah.
there exactly. I was just gonna say there is no better high than pulling up to a venue and just tearing it down.
Yep.
Because you got a headliner, you got the people that they are there to
See, yeah.
But when you go out there and put on your show, and these people flip the fuck out
Oh, yeah.
because it's raw, it's real. And at the end of the day, man, you could be anywhere, and people want authenticity. They want a
Yeah.
real person.
Yeah.
I don't care if you make a mistake. I don't care if you stumble. But if you're real and you showing that effort, I can respect that.
Yeah.
They feel you.
You know? what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and
Very
the trip,
true, man.
I
Very
think
true.
the tripped out part to follow what Getel was just saying, before even jumping on stage, even when you're showing up to the venue and there's already people who know, you know, they know who you are, and then they kind of like, what's up, and they come and they shake your hand, and you know that makes you feel even more special.
Yeah.
And those butterflies that Getel was talking about, they kick in a lot more because you already know, like, fuck, these people are already expecting for us to fucking rock this show, even though we're not the headliners.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could have a multi-platinum artist being a headliner, and we're just the opener. We're like the second or third act, maybe even the first act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's that feeling that you get when people are like, "What's up, man? Oh, I can't wait. Hey, are you guys gonna do this song? Or are you guys?" You know what I'm saying? And then obviously it leads up to when you're backstage, and then you know you're in the backstage area, and you're like, "Fuck, dude, I'm next." And all right, you know the Crux, 5 minutes, and you know those butterflies working. And once you go up on that stage, like there's no high. I don't give a shit, dog, how much drugs you do, but there is no fucking high to be on a stage rocking for hundreds of people. There is no fucking high.
And killing it.
Yeah, and then killing it. And then you see people,
and being fluid and being confident and being on point and remembering all your shit and freestyling your shit. That's the shit.
Yeah, man.
See, like from a fan perspective, it's the ownership,
right?
And knowing you fools, of seeing you guys, knowing your shit. Like, hey, we're some of the first guys here. We're the real guys here.
Yeah,
you know, that's what it is from a fan's point of view. That's why they're there to see you and shit like
and
that.
I feel that because I'm a fan before even the music.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's why I could appreciate and make sure that when I do what I do, I go all the way in. Because I put myself in that perspective of showing up and supporting an artist that you fucking look up to, or not even look up to, but you know you could feel. You know, you could be having a bad day, and that artist or that song could kick in your ear, and next thing you know, it changes your whole
your whole perspective of that whole day.
And then when those fans see you and they fucking know that you're just like them too,
right?
You're not turning your fucking like fuck these guys, walk away. Yeah, exactly. They love that shit, dude.
They love that shit.
When you're shouting out "fuck Max Factor,"
right?
Because you're really just an actor.
That's right.
Taking
you know,
us back.
shit like that.
Taking it back, dude.
And at that
fucking
time,
love that song, dude.
and I think that was 2005, 2006.
around
and I
there,
think, and it still applies to today.
Yeah,
You know what
it
I'm
still
saying?
does.
Talking about fake actor MCs.
Yeah.
And it's okay because you know what? Now where things are going, you got a lot of that. And I don't mean that it's okay, but when I say it's okay, it's better for us because it separates the music when people can literally dissect and say, hey, that's cool, but damn, they could appreciate the raw and the real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I love that they're doing that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because when we do our shit, it's really on some other real, and people always say, well, what's real? Right? Because in hip hop, they go, well, what's real?
Keep it real, man. Keep it real.
Mace,
Yeah.
What would be your take on that shit? Like, about the realness. And I don't even mean that you're realer than the next motherfucker. Because it ain't like,
Just
hey,
being you.
I don't bleed,
That's it.
motherfucker. You know, but
just being you. That's it. Just be you and just give it your all. Give it your 150%, and that's it. That's it. And a lot of people, as a fan, you can see that in certain artists. Like, man, this motherfucker's real. Like, he's about his shit, his
and
business.
content.
You know what I'm saying?
Content.
Yeah. And then you could also tell the wannabes, the fake MCs, the ones that don't really, you know, put any kind of effort to what we're trying to accomplish, which is keeping hip hop as real as it could be. You know what I mean?
Treating it like our mother.
Exactly.
Treating it like our grandma. Protecting it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Not to sound in a weird way, but protecting the art. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because a lot of times, but it's not their fault. You know what I mean? They didn't have, mentors. And I think the reason that we've been successful with our craft and our path and where we were at and where we're going, it's all based on the protection of the essence.
You give a shit.
Yeah.
You give a shit.
Like, a lot of, it's like what we're dealing with right now, man. People want to go and conquer different countries and different areas of the world and try to take over a place that's been natural for hundreds of thousands of years, and now you want to put a city there. It's like, that's not going to work for the people that live there.
It's happening here. It's happening now.
It's sacred. Don't fuck with sacred shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where that whole, that whole industry and the underground, they label us underground, but we're not underground. We're just above as industry as anyone can imagine, but they don't want us to speak the truth.
Exactly.
And the truth always gets silenced. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool because guess what? That shit always falls upon deaf ears no matter what.
Exactly.
Yep.
They just want you to stay asleep and consume.
Right.
And
junk food.
Yeah.
They want to give you junk food, but I'm trying to, I hate to say it that way.
I'm trying to eat some filet mignon.
Yeah. I want some tacos.
I'm trying to educate the little homies that it's cool. You could go eat 10 cheeseburgers if that's what you like, but every now and then, man, you gotta put some greens in your belly.
Yeah.
Because the older you get, man, you at some point gonna get sick from that shit. And same with music. It's gonna eventually fucking rot.
And you'll get gout like me.
Feel me though?
Your
I
lyric is
feel you.
fucked
I
up.
feel you.
Yeah. So
And I think if any genre of music needs protection, it is hip hop. And I've said this before, but every genre, no matter what it is, has gone through a funk. Like right now, pop music is going through a funk, and rock music is going through a funk.
Yeah.
It's like a dying art, and it always has like a rebirth, a renaissance. Like you got like back in, you had the glam rock, and then Nirvana came out, and it just blew up again. And hip hop didn't have that. Hip hop always killed it every single year.
year in, year out.
Year in, year out. And now it's going through that weird stage that every other genre is going through. You know, and it's a perfect element. Yeah, you have a society that just, it's not right. Things are not right in the world. And this is the perfect time for hip hop to step up and blow up
And come right back.
and come right back to where it's at.
happening. It's happening, man.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that 1,000%.
Yeah,
I mean, look
sure.
at me and Mace. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? We've been obviously disconnected for a little bit, but for some fucking reason, naturally, not because we want to just do it to do it, but because it's a natural feeling that just, like you said, it's if you want to call it the stars are aligning.
Yeah.
If you want to call it something coming back, but I feel you on that. You're absolutely right.
And don't you like take like take ownership of your music?
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
feel
absolutely.
like
And then you have like a responsibility after that, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
And I respect, the MCs and the artists who've been grinding year in, year out. A lot of times when you study art, even in the past, and you go to the Rembrandt and the Picasso eras, you'll study and find that even those great artists took breaks.
Yeah.
Then you got waves, the black era, meaning black and white,
But,
where all
yeah.
they painted was black and white.
Yeah.
Then you got the whole, political era where all they did was depict and through the art
The
try
war.
to speak what was happening in our times. You know what I'm saying? So same with music. That's why I feel that music and art are hand in hand, and it's so dope because there really is no rules to this shit.
There's not. There's not.
And for anybody to think that there is a rule, you're already mind fucked.
Yeah,
You're already fucked.
you're already fucked for sure.
Because there ain't. There ain't no handwritten manual to how to fucking go about it.
Yeah.
You just do
How
it.
to be a rapper.
And you do it from inside. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's where the Crux are right now in 2019. I feel like what we're about to dish out is going to be better than what we even did in the past because of confidence, comfortability,
Experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
and just, fucking learning through the times. You know
And
what I'm saying?
sometimes hiatus are important.
Or good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you need it.
You got to take a break. You got to step away from your craft and really like just remove yourself. And then when you come back, you're 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You're clear-minded
Yeah.
and you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you throughout that hiatus, you've might have went through different experiences,
Yeah.
different, life situations that now you can really, chalk down and put, under your belt and write about them.
Yeah.
And, and it's easy. And that's the good thing about Getel and I, that it's, it's really easy to get back into the flow of things. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to writing, it's easy. It's just making time for what we're trying to accomplish, and I think that once we do that, and once we set our minds to do it 110%, I think we're gonna be all right.
Yeah. Man.
know?
Blessed.
You guys got chemistry.
Well, and blessed too. You know what I mean? My boy over here, he produces and he makes 90% of the beats and engineers. So, I mean, shit, it makes it a lot easy for that chemistry, that flow, because a lot of artists typically normally have to go find an engineer or go pay for an engineer or find somebody to
Or steal beats off of YouTube.
or whatever,
that too.
right? Or still, yeah. And in our case, it's different because this dude goes back. He studies the fucking bomb shit. He finds the craziest shit. He whips it. He puts it all together differently than no other. So when we fucking collaborate, it's like fucking, it's unexplainable. That's why we go by the Crux.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
We're
saying? Because it's
unexplainable.
crazy.
And
It's crazy.
It's cool because, you got that talent from your youth, but you have the experience as an adult.
Yeah.
And you're re-seeing this with adult eyes, adult responsibilities, saying, "Hey,
For sure.
we got to take it, a little bit more seriously than we did when we were younger."
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You still got that hunger in you, but you know how to manipulate it now.
Yep.
Because you know how to manage your life as an adult, so you could take that to your music.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not like you could just wild out now. Now, it's different now.
It's
Because
different.
back in the day, it was like, fuck it, let's hook up, let's write, blah, 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 record, record. Let's go do this show, let's go do that. So there was always movement. You know what I'm
always.
saying? Always
Pump it out.
movement. Yeah, always. So now it's a different, it's a different era. It's a different time.
You're putting thought into
a lot
it.
more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
A lot more thought.
Yeah, and then we're more, mature, and we think of how things should be. You know what I'm saying? We're looking forward. We're not stuck in the past. So, like I said, I think that's something that's going to really help us out and
Big time.
and make us succeed in what we're trying
Well, have
to
fun
pursue.
with it.
Yeah,
And have fun with it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, I think the big mistake is that you're trying to
Make it a
sell
business.
Yeah.
You're trying to sell it. You know, and
you lose. You lose focus of.
And hey, look,
yeah.
if you meet anybody in the business that tells you they've never tried to sell themselves, they're lying to you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's natural. But now it's a little bit different because now we could sit back, we could actually boom bap the shit right, come up with the natural shit that comes natural. There ain't no more thinking about what should we do. Now it's just do it. Put the beat on. Crack that beer open. Do what you do and inspire.
Yeah,
and hopefully, you are saying some dope shit to help some people out because, with fucking mental illness and all this crazy shit going on, man, I hope that somebody can listen to my shit and maybe say, hey, you know what? I'm going to relax today. Versus go out there and do some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So
everybody inspires everybody, no matter how little it is.
Right.
You could inspire somebody from you met in line at McDonald's.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of why I do it because I don't really have to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go behind the mic or I don't have to go hook up with the homies and write raps. But aside from having fun and writing fun raps, I also want to be able to make an impact and help some folks out if I can. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, we all are one. We are one.
Yeah.
We are all different, but at the end of the day, we all are one.
That's why we're sitting here today.
Exactly.
Because we're all have that kinship of the music.
Exactly.
Right.
The love of the music.
I thought we were here to get free tacos.
Shut up, man.
Are you hungry?
Later.
Well, you know
Yeah,
what, dog?
I heard you guys giving away tacos.
Give me a cookie.
We're gonna Postmate. Let's get some Postmates going on.
¿Quieres, primo? Tacos al pastor. Because we got that too, dog.
Cookie, I'm thinking of the Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
You know,
I
cookie.
got 5 dogs back there.
What do you say? Dame una galleta.
Want a taco de puro or a taco de el bravo?
That little chihuahua over there.
So it's dope, man. We get to hopefully, make some music for everyone to have fun, turn up, and then also make some music where you could chill out and actually catch a vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that we on some trying to, reform all kinds of crazy shit, but at the same time, I do mean what I say. So it is important what I say. You know what I'm saying? So there's different vibes, different flows. You're gonna hear, some fun shit. You're gonna hear some stoner shit. You're gonna hear some alcoholic shit, and then you're gonna hear, come over here and give me a hug because I love you.
I thought you were gonna say, "Come over here and give me a blowjob." I was like, "Yeah, that's the type of shit I'm trying
But
to."
you feel me?
That's a hidden message, man.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I'm just keeping it real.
Nah, dude, that's gonna be on the hidden track.
El cochino.
This podcast is sponsored by Pornhub.
XXX.
But
But you feel me, though?
Blowjobs.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Without going too
Absolutely,
crazy into it.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we all have, familia, and we're all accountable for the children growing up. and-
Responsibilities.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
I mean, shit. I don't want to just grow up and raise pieces of shit either. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're having some fucked up times now. Not to get too deep into that, but it's why we're going through some shit, man.
Yeah, because if you don't, you might as well get your kid a wife beater and a beach cruiser.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
might as well.
Get my daughter some Cortez and show her how to put some lipstick and shave her eyebrows. I might as well.
And that's the thing, man. Nowadays, people forgot about using belts on your kids, man. That shit is obsolete because they'll call the cops on you. Your own kids will call the cops on you. Like, what type of shit is that? You know how many times I would have called the cops on my mom? She would have been in jail right now.
I seen that. I seen that, man.
Exactly.
I seen that, Mace. I remember she whipped your ass. I was right there. I was like, damn.
See,
I had to hold her back. Remember that thing?
What we call
Was she hitting me on the head?
Hell yeah.
what they call child abuse today, or what we called it back then. You know, it's like attempted murder now.
Yeah. Like, and that's a problem today, man. You know,
Dick Bago still has the bruises, Dick.
Yeah, dude.
Bago still got scars, dog.
That's why I'm a bago, fool, because I left.
Show 'em the nalguita, dog. Show 'em the nalguita.
Hey, dude.
I would see Bago's mom, right? I'd come out the house because he lived across the street from me. I'd come out the house and, you know, he'd be doing his own thing or whatever. And then I say, hey, ¿cómo está, señora? ¿Y Luis no está? And she'd be like, no, ya anda de vago. Por eso se llama vago.
There it is,
like,
people.
oh, shit.
There it is. I'm not lying.
Yeah, I was like,
That's how his name
damn.
got.
Mom's
They
called him
always
Vago.
ask me. how I got my name. There it is. See? He knows.
Anda de Bago.
Anda de vago.
And that's going to go over a lot of people's heads on the podcast because they're not going to know that there is some truth to a lot of it.
Yeah.
This is Fan Bam from...
I don't lie.
Way back.
People ask me about him. They're like, "Is that really his name?" Like, no, he has a real name, but that's
His
that's
real
what he
name is
was.
Keen.
Yeah.
His real name is Keen. Keen Esparza.
Keen Louise.
Keen Louise.
Luis Vago.
I thought his name was from the Loteria, El Borracho. That's what I thought.
El peludo.
El peludo.
El Valiente.
El chaparro.
Hey,
El Mocoso.
if you take off his hat, the beans are still on the top, bro.
Hell yeah. Let me see. Let me check.
He's got cotija dripping.
And a fucking nopal in his back pocket.
And tortillas in the
Hell
front.
yeah.
Salsa recién hecha del molcajete.
I got some chilaquiles,
Y'all
bro.
wanna know about the real drip? We used to really drip.
Yeah, but okay. Let me tell you a story about Mace.
No, don't do that.
No, but like this is fucking hilarious.
How do you get his name? You got maced?
No, I don't know. How did you get your name, man? Speak on that.
Mace,
Fuck it. I'll tell my story
It
another
was,
time.
Because of Mace from fucking Puff Daddy back in the day.
Nah,
He really like
you just burned me, dog. Nah, you know what? When I first started writing, tagging, it was my initials, M-A, and then it was MASE is what I used. Well, my last name starts with a J, but my stepdad's last name starts with an S, so that's why I used
then you carried the two.
MASE, and then -3. So
That's some graffiti shit right there.
yeah. So my mom's maiden last name is Espinosa. So I used M.A., which is Miguel Angel, and then my stepdad's is Soto, and then my mom's is Espinosa, so it was M-A-S-E.
Damn.
So I was writing that
What
shit.
the fuck?
Yeah. That's out. Hey,
That's some complicated ass shit.
Hey, I'm glad the last name wasn't Aguilar. You're being hostile.
Hey. It gets crazy like that.
but yeah, I was a graffiti.
If I told you
I was a
where my name
tagger,
came
like
from, you'd
you know what I
fuck
mean.
out.
So
Hey, so how'd you get your name?
All consonants and shit.
yeah. But yeah, so then as I was writing it, I didn't like how the S flowed, so then I just changed it into a C, and that was
Mace, at least your story is better than mine, dog.
it. You got some fucked up shit. Or
Fucked up shit, man. So we were on the bus
Right.
one day. We were young as fuck.
And you got lost in Catella?
Check this out. Getel. People tell me all the time.
People call them Getel.
Actually, people call me Getel,
Yeah.
like the vodka bottle, or Getel.
Well, that's fucking kettle, fool.
Right? Kettle.
Kettle corn. Hey, at least your name ain't corn, fool.
That too. Kettle.
Yeah, but that's a good tagger name, Kettle One.
Kettle one.
We were on. Actually, I used to write air, and I got checked because of OG air.
Air, yeah.
But I was young. I was about 11 years old. I didn't know any better. And my brother used
What
to
he do?
write
Punk you?
air. No. I was at the Belmont tunnels.
Oh yeah.
And some OG dude see me writing A-I-R. Ayer wrote A-Y-E-R. But still, he was Air.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember we were at the Belmont tunnels. I was young as fuck, 11 years old. OG came to me and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" He goes, "Do you know who that is?" He goes, "That's Rest in Peace, motherfucker." And he checked me. And I remember we were on the bus coming from Venice, from LA, because we were at Belmont. And we went to Belmont, then we went to Motor Yard, which was near Culver City, near Venice.
Here at the by the 10.
And right then and there, they on the bus, my homies were like, "You can't write that. You got to change your name." So I didn't have a scriber. And you know, back then, the RTD buses and the buses had like a little plastic film on the windows.
Yeah.
So if you had a scriber or a rock, you could write your name. Well, I didn't have a rock, and I didn't have a scriber.
Broke ass motherfucker.
So I used the side of my tooth.
Shut the fuck up.
And I
What
wrote
the fuck?
Shut the fuck
What the
up. For
fuck?
real?
and I wrote my name right.
As long as I've known you, I've never heard this shit.
No,
Wow.
this is real shit. This is real
Holy
story. Real
shit.
story, man. Colin, Dozen was in the bus. Zort was in the bus.
Wow.
And they were like, "You know what? You're a ghetto motherfucker." And they were like, "That's your name." But there was already a GETO original writer too.
Ghetto.
So the homie, crazy, stoned as fuck, says, "Why don't you just act like it's French? Call it Getel."
What the fuck?
So you gotta write that squiggly line.
This is real shit. That's real. I'm telling you how I got my name. I was on the bus to fucking Motor Yard.
Oh my god,
Tagging still
dude.
air with my tooth. I was like, this ghetto is fuck. That's sick. That's dirty. And I was like, fuck it. It worked, right?
Hey, props to homeboy. You could have been known as Tooth.
Right?
El Toothy.
El dientudo.
Pinche diente. Diente 1.
It's like, how did you get your name, meningitis?
Hey. How did you get your name, gingivitis?
Fucking DK.
Hey, but
Could
real
we call Ginger?
That's how I got my name. So my name was really ghetto, but because there was already an OG ghetto,
Yeah.
he goes, just call it Getel. He was higher than a motherfucker.
He said, he said, it sounds like Italian.
Wow, dude.
He
That's
was like 2
fucking
years older
hilarious.
than me, right? So I believed the motherfucker. That's how you say ghetto in French.
Getel.
Fucking years later, I Googled the shit when Google was available to me, and I found out that my name didn't exist.
It's like, hey, wait a minute.
The lie, motherfucker.
To this day, man. So when he was telling this story, it gets crazy like that when you're picking an original name.
Yeah.
Because, you know, nowadays everybody picks names. Like the other day I was rolling down.
Now everybody's little.
I seen somebody
Little.
I seen somebody writing
Little.
It's like,
What?
Revolt.
Oh,
There's an OG
hell
How the fuck you
no.
gonna pick an OG's name?
That one needs a beat down.
And see, with hip hop, that was another thing. You had to study and you had to know your shit. Because if you didn't know your shit, you came off looking like a dumbass.
You get checked.
You couldn't go to a cipher, you couldn't go to a writer's bench and all of a sudden tell them who you were, and you got an original fucking name from an OG from '91.
Yeah,
You couldn't do that.
You get your ass kicked.
Yeah, you'll get checked real quick.
Real quick.
And you have to battle it out.
So
and
shout out-
actually,
So that's why everybody
Shout out
looked at me.
to OG.
Is that why everybody looked at me when I said I was 3 Pac?
yeah.
That's why I stopped rapping. I was 3 Pac.
What about Little Nas X?
Little mocoso.
Little.
Hey, but how many fucking Tooths do you know, dude?
I never heard of that name, dog.
That might be my next single.
Well, we have a friend named Tooth.
We have a friend named Tooth.
Did he ever ride on the fucking bus with his tooth?
No,
Yeah, that
because
was real
You
story,
need
man.
to, dude. You'll see that
My boys will
motherfucker.
vouch. That was a real
That's
fucking story
fucking-
on our way to
That's a
the
down
motor
ass-
yard.
God damn. Hold on, dude. So, hold on. You were like, I'm trying to picture your ass fucking riding with that shit.
I know, dude.
How the
For real?
fuck, dude? Like, I
that
gotta
fool
go.
said- that
I gotta
fool-
call me of a goddamn, dude.
I got
can do that
colmillos,
shit.
homie.
the bus driver was like, we got another Momo on the bus. He's licking the window.
The bus driver's like, what the fuck is that dude licking the window for?
Put a helmet on that fucking kid. I don't want to get in any trouble.
Hey, you, sit in the back.
Hey, dog, that was a real fucking story, like.
And
I'm
then
on the air. I'm on the air. He's still writing and shit. OG air.
The funny part is that his homeboy said, why don't you call it Getel? It sounds French. No, that sounds Italian, motherfucker.
Really, dog. Back then, it was funny, dog. And I remember we went to Motor Yard, and I busted my first Getel piece. And
That's what we call you, El Geteliano.
Did you put a fucking character with a beret on there and everything? Or what?
The bottle of wine and grapes and a little baguette.
I drew
With a little striped shirt.
I drew a little tooth behind it.
That's when he
Call
wore.
my dentist.
Wow,
Called
bro.
the dentista.
Holy
He was the only
shit.
rapper wearing a beret. and a scarf.
Motherfuckers thought he was militant. No, he thought he was fucking French.
Hey, 95, 96.
Hey, you can't be militant with a neckerchief. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit.
Good stories, man. That's real.
Fuck, I'm fucking crying over here.
Yeah, me
dog.
too. I'm wiping my fucking
I should have
tears
took
right
my
now,
brother's name is what I should have done. I should have been Shell 2, but you know, my dumbass wanted to pick Air and then got checked.
Well, at least you got a cool ass story to tell.
Hell yeah.
Aire.
That's a good story to
that
tell,
was good shit.
Getel.
That's a real good. Yeah,
Yeah, that was 95, 96, right before high school.
You see, I'm pretty sure right now, when people are listening to this, they're still doing the math on Mace and how he got his name.
They're like, wait, fuck. What the fuck did he say?
They fucking pause that shit.
Rewind.
Hold on, I gotta do an algorithm for reals, bro. Let me get the whiteboard. Come on, we gotta figure out why it's Mace.
And for years, nobody had never heard that name, MASC, never, until fucking Puff Daddy came out with Mace. I was so mad, dog. I was like,
I was there.
fuck, I want to battle this fool
I
for
was
my
remember
name.
that shit. I was
I
like,
was
fool.
mad, bro.
Remember that shit? I was like, yo, Mace, we
Like,
got
what you know about Mace?
That's fucked up, bro. What are you gonna do now? I'm gonna change it to with a C or something like that. And
No,
like, fuck it,
people
mine's with a
don't
C.
believe this shit,
Nothing
man.
you
Mine's
said.
with a C.
Yeah. Mine's with a C, so I ain't gonna do shit about
And
it.
we know
Fuck
this shit
'em.
was real because, I mean, shit. I mean, when we were growing up, I mean, that's who you heard was this fool.
Shit, I've been Mace since I was 12 years old, man.
That's what I'm saying. He's got photos, so it's...
Yeah, I got photos. Yeah,
He's got-
Bago's got photos
Oh yeah.
He's got stamps, so
since
yeah.
way before fucking Mace came out. So yeah,
He
just
told
to
you,
clear
right?
my name.
He told you, right?
Was that?
He told you, right?
No.
I thought he told you that we won't stop. I told you that we won't stop.
Yeah. Mace beat up one. Got him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's Graf. That's some
Yeah.
Graf South Bay history right there,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Fuck
We've
yeah.
been doing this shit.
Rosecrans, Prairie,
This
Classic shit,
fucking.
man.
That's how me and
Rodeo.
Mace.
Shout out to
Rodeo.
Rodeo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I feel bad. I don't have a nickname, dude.
Your nose hair Mahoney.
No, sir, Mahoney. That's Angel's name.
Oh yeah, he gave you that name.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't have any name, dude. Everything was like given, like Popeye and fucking Low Light.
I remember Spooky used to call you Popeye.
Yeah, this fool, like, I was trying to hang around him, and like, if you're gonna hang around here, you gotta eat grass, Popeye. So he made me fucking eat grass from the fucking park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he fucking ate it too, dude.
Hey, I ate it, and they go, get the fuck out of here.
Damn, this is way
There's
before.
already a Popeye.
Hey, this was before Jamba Juice, huh? You guys fucking ate the grass and shit.
Organic.
He was the healthiest fucking kid on the block. I'll tell you that much. That wheat grass shit just went right through him.
Hey, you know what made it taste good was a fucking piss.
Cat piss.
That dog and cat piss.
This guarded fucking cigarette butts on there, dude.
El Popeye.
He's walking off like.
Yo soy de la onda. Dame tu
Give me
chonchón.
some choncho.
Fuck, dude.
Dame tu chonchón, güey.
Well, it could
Soy
be
de la
worse.
onda.
I mean, I had every Indian racial slur thrown at me.
Abre tus nalgas.
Hey,
primo.
Tonto. Hey, this. Kimosabi.
Basket weaver.
Basket weaver.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I've had it all.
Yeah, I used to have long hair, right? It was down to my waistband. I used to get
You were gonna say down on my culo.
He's so cool.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Chilo. That's why I love you, dog.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Cochino.
Pinche air.
I used to braid it for him.
Pinche aire. Aire conmigo,
He said I
cabrón.
used to braid it for him.
I used to tell him, come here, dog, before the show, let me braid your hair. Come here real quick, dog.
I used to be like, hey, you brought the rubber bands, eh?
Hey, yo, that's funny that he's not lying though.
Hey, you got the gel in your backpack?
Oh,
Hey, did he make you look like Queen Latifah from Set It Off?
Give me some cornrows, G. Hook me up.
Oh, man, y'all so crazy. motherfuckers, man. We all had long hair, actually.
Yeah, we all
were the
did.
Frizzies. We were named by Hip Hop Clan the Frizzies at some point.
Yeah.
Because we used to have
You had a fro.
this fool with a big crazy fro. This fool had long hair. I had a big fro.
Mondo had a fucking iron on. Remember?
The homie had a fucking toupee. A whole
DJ Live had a toupee.
DJ Light tried to grow a toupee, but you know, his ass couldn't grow hair.
He said, you guys got that double stick tape?
He goes, yeah, a little, what was that spray where it, darkens your hair a little bit?
Wow.
They would sell it at the rodeo for like $3.
That motherfucker was dripping the sideburns right here.
It would come with a
fucking
bag of
drip.
chips and salsa.
Come out looking like a goth girl and shit.
Just let your soul glow.
Yeah, we've been through some funny shit, man. Shout out to
man.
everybody that's been on the ride.
Yeah,
man.
oh,
Me and
yeah,
Mace,
everybody,
We got
man.
stories, man. And you know what?
Okay, tell us one, man. Fuck it.
It's been
Since you're on it, what's one of the most
I'll
funniest
tell you
shit,
the
dude? Tell
most-
us
I got a
funny-
few,
tour
but
story.
I can't say it.
I'll
Tour
say
story.
one.
You can say it, but don't say names.
It's nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go ahead?
No, you go ahead
Okay,
first.
I got
You go
a
ahead
crazy story. Crazy fucking best fucking moment in my career with hip hop. We were up and coming, 2005. Shout out to 501, Chinky Eyed.
Yeah, shut
I
up.
suppose.
Yeah,
nice.
oh yeah.
You know, these guys.
Lost
were
Angels.
Lost Angels.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Cats.
Those
Wait,
three. Those
Chinky
three,
eyes?
Yeah, chinky eye.
Yeah,
Like,
Chinky
Chinky Eyed was
that little
one,
high as
right?
hell, you know, like,
Drop Bass.
Drop
Eric
Bass,
was
Eric.
another one.
Yeah.
He
My
put us
Clika
on the Glass
Podcast
House.
is
That was
not
a big
racist.
show.
Eric would always put us on, man. Drop Bass always put us
Shape
on.
shifters, fucking two
Two
Max,
Max.
fucking it was bizarre, bro. Like
Yeah.
stupid venues in the early 2000s, right? But I'll never forget this one. I'm not sure if it was 501 or if it was I suppose it was either or. So shout out to both. I don't remember, so you might have the flyer. We were opening up for a group. Not sure who it was. It was, like I said, 04, 05. We were up and coming. Next thing you know, we find out that the person who's hosting the event is a cat from New York. His name is Percy P,
Yeah,
nice.
Fuck.
who I didn't know at the time.
yeah. Neither did I.
Rap legend.
What?
Legendary fucking rhyme inspector, right?
Freaking Biggie
Yeah,
shot him
from
out.
New York.
Fucking,
Biggie
host.
shot him out,
Yeah.
dude.
And apparently he was coming to LA at that time because shout out to him. He's
Yeah.
always been
Percy.
the footwork. He's always put in the footwork. He's a foot soldier.
Mm-hmm.
He is, in my opinion, up there with the greatest of the great.
Hell yeah.
If he's not one, he's two or three or four or five.
Dude,
I feel.
Yeah.
fucking
But he
Biggie
didn't give
shot
a
him
fuck.
out.
But
Yeah.
he did not give a fuck. He would come and sell CDs at fucking shows.
Still does.
Yeah, still does to this day.
And I just remember, dude, I won't forget. He introduced us. He didn't know us. We went up there. It's 4 MCs. They only had one mic because they had mic difficulties. We went up there and still killed it. Ripped the show fucking apart with one mic, passing the mic around.
Damn.
But syncing it perfectly where there was no dead air, no dead time. And I remember that we rocked it, we killed it. When we were done, he came to us and he was like, fuck. He goes, I've never seen that before. I've
Yeah.
never seen a group of motherfuckers just come in and
With one mic.
and
Yeah.
there was no loss in music. In other words, the mic got passed on so perfectly that there was no necessity for ad-libs, there was no necessity
Yeah.
for backups, no necessity for nothing.
No hype man needed.
No
Well,
hype.
actually, we were so loud because it was 4. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Right.
But there was 4 of us, so one of us had the mic, and the other 3 were doing the backups loud enough to where the crowd could hear them, while one of us had the mic. So it was like we didn't need the other 3 mics.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Our
That's
presence
crazy.
was so loud that we were backing each other up without the mic. And it was keep in mind, it was very wholesome. It was very,
Very
maybe about
intimate.
50 of us, maybe
Yeah.
100 of us.
Yeah.
But the fact that this man didn't have to do what he did, and to this day, man, when we see him,
Yeah.
it's always a salute because it was a special moment that he experienced, that we experienced, and I definitely want to be that person to the younger generation, what he did to me, what he did to us, because he could have been a dick and been like, whatever. But the fact that he actually put a little energy into showing the love, I mean, that shit, look how much it stuck to me as a 35-year-old man now. You know, I was
Yeah.
maybe 21 at the time.
Yeah.
didn't have to
And
do
and
that.
he still.
And it was genuine, though.
Yeah.
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 You know, because
Yeah.
we used to fucking go to shows and he would fucking be like, he shot us out of nowhere, dude. And we never expected that shit.
Yeah.
He used to always
That's
say,
dope.
these motherfuckers killed it with one mic.
Yeah, he would
I wanna
always
see
say
a
that.
fucking group kill it
Yeah.
with one mic.
Yeah, he
That's
would
dope,
always say
dude.
that. And then we would see him outside or whatever, and he'd come and chop it up with us
Yeah,
and
man.
kick it, and always tell us, man, I remember that day you guys killed it with one mic. And it's great
And
words by a legend.
And it's different when someone's just blowing smoke up your ass, but like to actually be talking to somebody that's
Yeah.
genuinely
Genuine.
real,
Yeah.
and then you find out who he was. I mean,
Yeah.
he battled the best
the
battle
greats,
of the
yeah,
battle,
the
dude.
greats. And he didn't have to say anything to us. He could just pass us by and be like, "All right, these motherfuckers are just,
Yeah.
just another of the,
So I could
of
definitely
the crowd."
and same with LA Cool, same with a lot of people actually that inspired us. I mean,
Yeah.
from rocking shows with, I mean, a lot of artists. Not
Yeah.
to name drop people, but we were definitely blessed to work around a lot of legendary artists
Yeah.
who were just like, you know what, man, I gotta come and just salute, man. One of my favorite ones, and I wish we had, social media, was here at the Normandy Casino. We got an opportunity to rock with, not rock with him, but we opened up
yeah.
for Guru.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
remember
I
that
mean,
shit.
Rest in
unfortunately,
peace.
Hell
his
yeah.
producer at the time was Solar,
Yeah.
and he really kind of, now looking back, he really kept him away from really interacting. But the little times or the little moments that he did come out and kind of get props, because he did come out.
Yeah.
He rocked in our city.
Yeah.
And when I say our city,
It's down the
we
street.
take
here.
accountability, because Gardena, Hawthorne, Inglewood, Torrance,
Lawndale.
Manhattan Beach, Redondo, which a lot of rappers won't emphasize and talk about because it's more of away from LA, more away from the griminess. But at the same time, these kids were skateboarding, surfing, listening to real hip hop.
Yeah.
So you can't blame them for growing up in a part of the city that was a little bit more, if you want to call it, not as grimy. Because I'm not going to bring a dollar bill to the table because it's more expensive to live there or whatever. But these kids were just like you and I.
Yeah, they were spending money to go into
yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
And,
Shit,
yeah,
we
you
were
know what I'm saying?
fucking. We just
I wouldn't
traveling.
take these.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give them props and only give a Compton crowd or a South Central crowd a different props because they're from we are all LA based.
We are
You know
LA.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's true, because I did see an interview recently where they talked about like LA's dope, because when you go to New York, you could be from Brooklyn or you could be from
Yeah, the different boroughs over
you
there.
could be from
yeah.
a different borough, but it's still New York, right? And
Yeah.
they're all,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you have to live there to really be able to really say, no, we're different than
Yeah.
Brooklyn, or we're different than
Yeah, the
Bronx.
Bushwick.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? But LA's different because the perspectives, right? So like if you live by the beach, you're a beach kid. If you live by downtown LA, all you've seen was skyscrapers. If you live
Downtown.
in if you live in the IE or you live in fucking,
The valley.
the valley, you're seeing mountains.
Yeah.
But you're still so close to downtown Los Angeles, but we're all yet so fucking very different. Culver City's different. Venice Beach is different than
Yeah.
Hawthorne, than Palos Verde kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's dope that it's just so
and
diverse.
music,
dude.
but
It's
music
so dope.
unites
Yeah.
everybody, man. Music united
Well, you always hear
everything, man.
motherfuckers say, "Oh, you rich kids," or "Oh, you motherfuckers are from that," but it's not even about that, because
It's about the music.
the kids
Right.
didn't have that choice.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was a little bit more expensive to live there, and that still had nothing to do with what was being said on the mic.
Yeah.
and what you
And
were
it's not
being
the kids' fault neither,
But-
man.
No.
Yeah,
They honestly appreciate the music. That's all that matters.
And we witnessed that because shit.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, come on. We grew up where we're like a Marine, right? Which used to be Compton Boulevard.
Compton Boulevard, yeah.
And we grew up right in that center, which was Marine and Rosecrans. And Rosecrans goes all the way to the fucking end of
To
the
the beach.
But
Yeah.
then also Rosecrans goes all
way
the
to
way
the hood.
to
Yeah.
fucking the hood.
Yeah.
And so does Marine. Well,
Yeah.
not so much now because it cuts off at some point. But
Yeah.
my point that I'm trying to say is that we're all
way.
really one, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it was funny because the kids that lived up in the beach and that lived in the hills, they wanted to come fucking kick it in Compton, or they wanted to come kick it in Gardena or in the hood.
Yeah.
And then we were like, motherfucker, we trying to go kick it where you're at, motherfucker. I'm trying to go see that motherfucking beach view. So it was dope. It was interesting, dude, to say the least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the thing that tripped me out though in those times was how we had cats from San Diego coming up all the way over here just to see us perform.
Yeah.
It was a trip.
Palm
we
Springs,
met
Temecula.
Yeah, because that's how we met a lot of promoters,
Yeah.
because they would come out here and they would hear the Crux, so they would come out here to check us out, and then obviously they would be like, yo, come and do a show to San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
Come and do a show to fucking, over here.
Escondido.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Come do a show over here. So it definitely unified us, not just being from LA, but being hip hop and being a group that was for the people, because it wasn't just about our music. It was like, let's reach the masses. Let's try to pull everybody in this same direction. So I think that's what people gravitated towards. That's why they gravitated towards the Crux, because that's who we were, and
the energy.
Yeah, it was just
And it was that golden era.
Yeah,
It was
that
golden era.
influenced by
Right.
the best, man.
Right,
So like at that time, it's a little different now. Back then, it was like, fuck. If you was coming out, you had to come all the way right.
Yeah, there was no slacking.
Now,
Yeah.
not saying that it's different now. I think that now, these generation. I mean, actually, I could actually really say it, because I think a lot of people agree, especially the older heads, because we witnessed lyricism. We witnessed, you know what I'm saying, lyrics where it mattered.
Freestyle.
In other words, it just didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't okay to just say dumb shit. Right now, no disrespect to the younger generation, but they're having fun with it, which I like, and that's what's bringing me back to this shit, because there is no more like expectation that you have to come off on some like fucking super lyrical miracle fun. Have fun.
Yeah, you've been there, done
Have
that,
some
man.
dope content. Have fun, and I like that. But at the same time, I feel like if you're gonna be an MC, you're responsible to have some pretty dope shit.
Yeah, and I think it's just like, I think the music should be more than just the fucking hook.
Right.
Yeah,
repeating the hook.
absolutely.
A lot of people fall to the beat and only the hook, and you're right.
And that's the thing about us. If you listen to our old
First
stuff,
2 albums,
we never had no hooks.
we had no hooks. Actually, we were the no hook group.
Yeah. Everybody used to say,
You were hookless.
hookless.
We were hookless.
And hookerless.
And hookerless.
But people used to make fun of us.
Let's not talk about that Eureka blood on the wall experience. That was weird. We'll get into that.
Yeah,
soon.
we'll get into that next.
But no, for sure, we had
no hooks. So people would be like,
We
"You
focus-
motherfuckers ain't got no hooks. Why? We're not focusing on
because
hooks,
we're trying
man."
to spit the fucking sickest bars.
Yeah.
Which was dope, but backfired too, because a lot of you got scenarios, man. If you're
Yeah.
having a fucking party tonight, do you really want to hear some conscious, crazy, deep thought rap, or do you want to put on some motherfucking wiggle that ass and show me that torta?
Show me the done.
Well,
So it got real funky, man.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't just put on some like dope ass Psycho Realm or some dope ass motherfucking Immortal Technique at a Saturday night where you got
Everybody wanted to party,
You got about
yeah.
100 skunkas that want to dance.
Yeah.
So it was like, it hurt my feelings though, because I'm like, I want to hear some fucking dope shit and see you dance.
yeah.
But see, there was something fucked up already. Something was fucked.
Yeah.
And something needed to be fixed.
It's like, I want to dance. I don't want to donate to the homeless.
They weren't trying to hear that shit. They weren't trying to hear bars. The bitches were trying to hear bars.
Yeah.
Excuse me, not bitches. You know, ladies. I love you, ladies.
Ladies.
Ladies love Cool J.
But you know what I mean, man. In that time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't want to. So the big battle that I had, I don't know about them, was how can you make dope ass bars? How can you put out some dope bars
And still shake that
have that party cracking? How can you get the middle of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what we've been trying to achieve this whole time.
Yeah.
Because one thing, if you know about us, we don't just go and just perform. We want to kill the crowd. We want energy.
Yeah.
We
Shout out
feed
to
off
Will
that.
Smith.
We feed off of that. We feed off.
You know who took care of a lot of that is the Beatnuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beatnuts did a little
Very
bit.
inspired
Yeah.
by them. Shout out to
Yep.
them.
Yeah. Shout out to the Beatnuts,
Which
man.
we got an opportunity to rock with them.
Hey, real quick,
Down the street,
when
right here.
when we opened up for the Beatnuts, right? We opened up for them at the
Normandy Casino.
Knitting
no
Factory.
at the knitting factory. At the knitting factory, right?
Yeah.
So we had to go and pick up our wristbands, and they were doing sound check. So I think it was just me and Charlie J. Shout out to Charlie J. What's up, boy?
Charlie J, the boy.
We went to go pick up our wristbands for the group, and the Beatnuts were there, right? And obviously, I'm a big fan of Psycho Les and Juju, and I seen them. We crossed paths, right? And when we were inside of the club, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Hey, nice to meet you." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "I'm Mace from the Crux," and he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys are opening." Juju was like, "You guys are opening up for us, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "The Crux," and I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, nothing but Crux in here." He's like, "Hell yeah!"
Nice.
He's like, "I can't wait to see y'all perform, man." I was like, "Man, thank you." Gave me dabs, gave him a hug. I was like, I was starstruck because they're one of my favorite rappers and producers.
Yeah.
And
Dope
I
shit,
really,
bro.
and I
One of
really
the-
study them
remember
cats.
hearing you guys
One
tell
of
us
the
that
cute-
story.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but
Yeah, it
that's
was just
dope.
me and Charlie. Yeah, and them cats, they were off somewhere. I don't know where they went. And then after that, we
I
came
remember
back
at
and
the
we
show.
rocked the show. Yeah,
But I
and
remember
then-
the show. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
They shouted
fuck
us
they
out
shut us
while
out.
They did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
Because we
So-
had just rocked before them.
Yeah.
We got a chance to rock right before them. And
yeah.
I remember that they instead of just saying it the way they did a little twist to it. To
Yeah,
kinda
it was,
show us
it was
love.
dope.
That's
dope.
fucking bad.
Yeah, it was
fucking
dope.
cool, man. Like,
So can you imagine what we felt? We were backstage watching them, because in the knitting factory there was a little hallway that led up to the stage, and there was a doorway. So we're chilling in the doorway watching them, and then they're shouting us out, and we're like, "What the fuck?" So imagine that fucking feeling.
that was
just to hear them
that's
say,
the high
yeah,
that
it
we're
was
talking
like-
about.
Yeah.
Dude, we didn't have
Man.
social media. We didn't have none of that to do what artists
Yeah.
do now. With,
We had
with-
MySpace.
which is called
Yeah.
show off.
How did your balls fit through the door after they did that? They must have been fucking huge.
Swollen,
bro.
swollen. And that,
I had to throw them. I had to throw them around.
these are artists that were from the East Coast that we looked up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we got a chance to, open up for like Necro and all these different
Dead
East Coast
Prez,
MCs through
yeah.
501, which
Fucking J. Rue the Damager.
Shout out
J.
to him.
Rue,
J.
that's
Rue the
right.
Damager.
Yeah.
Fucking Muggs when he
Now,
was with
on the West Coast
Grandmaster.
side,
Jizza,
man,
yeah.
we had support from Pigeon John. We had
Yeah,
support
what up,
from Red
Pigeon?
Cloud.
What up, Red Cloud?
We had support from a lot of local native LA MCs, which was special because it's hard, man. There's a pride
Yeah.
to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not just going, give anybody that light that you worked so hard for, but it was cool to see the unity behind that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because even though through, a different time than today, there was still that, okay, if you could do what you're doing and you're pulling it off and people are loving it, I'm not going to stand back. I'm not going to stand in your way and hate.
Yeah.
I'm going to salute you and I'm going to work with you. And I like that. We got to experience that. Now, I can't say
Yeah.
that for a lot of different artists, but we definitely, we got to experience that shit, dude. And that was dope. But
And
it
that
was
was-
the hard work, too,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, and that was a dope part that these cats showed us mad love. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go out and try to be on their balls or nothing. They were just like, man, you motherfuckers are killing this shit.
Shout out.
Who the fuck are you guys? They just liked the way that we performed. We all had different styles. We all looked different, and
Yep.
that's what made us a group. You know what I'm saying? We didn't sound alike. Everybody had their own flow. We all dressed different. So that's what attracted everybody to us, especially these cats who are already in the game, who were already doing big things.
Yeah.
That's what made them
Crazy.
wanna. Yeah, that's
insane, dude.
Yeah, that's
for real. If we would have had
Yeah.
the social media that's available today, which we could have, you didn't have back then, dude, you had to literally hire a photographer, or you had to hire a videographer, or you had to hire somebody that had the equipment.
Yeah, you had to
Back
pay
then,
money back then.
It
Yeah,
was big equipment. You didn't just have a cell phone to show everybody yo, I'm in fucking Lawndale right now and I got Rocka Irish Science in the motherfucking studio with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
And shout out to Rock. 'cause
Shout
you know
out
what?
Rocka.
He
What
fucked
up,
with
boy?
us based on the art. When I first spoke to him, which then we all spoke to him, we all became real tight. He said, the only reason I'm fucking with y'all, and quote, he says, I see the art. He
Yeah.
said, I see the stickers.
Yeah,
He goes, I see the work you're putting in. He goes, I'm gonna fuck with y'all.
yeah.
He goes, literally. And at this time, you gotta understand, man. We're talking dilated fucking peoples. We're talking
Yeah.
rock.
They were at the
talking-
top of their game.
We're
dog.
talking quote unquote evidence in his latest podcast says that's my big homie.
Yeah.
So for him to come, and I could see why he said big homie, because he is the big homie.
Yeah.
He went
Yeah.
out of his way, pulled up in the motherfucking, not to say what he pulled up in, but he pulled in the motherfucking
cut. In the
He
cut.
pulled up in the cut with the motherfucking 750, man, like nothing, and rocked with us. And
Yeah.
that was so special.
But listen, he rocked with us in a garage, bro.
Right
Not
up there,
even
and he just
Been in
just gotten off the
million-dollar
plane.
studios.
He had just gone off the plane. Remember, he's like,
Yeah,
just got off the
he-
plane.
Yeah, he had just gotten
Yeah.
off the plane. They just came off tour,
Yep.
and Getel set it all up because he was the one that talked to him. The dude just came through, man, in a fucking garage with a piece of shit mic with a fucking PC, and he was like, "Dude, let's do this.
And wrote the hook on the spot.
Yeah.
And wrote and improvised on
Took
the
his
spot.
time. He was chilling, had beers with us. They fucking smoked. Dude, like he wasn't in a rush. It was like he was home. Like he was
us
home.
right now.
Yeah. He
it
was.
wasn't like, oh,
He was in the spot.
I'm motherfucking
Yeah.
Rocker from Dilated, which we were like, that's Rocker from Dilated.
He worked with Kanye. We're like, whoa, like it was,
Crazy,
dude.
bro.
You don't
Stupid
understand.
crazy,
Yeah. Like
But-
that was one of our
Highlights for sure.
highlights. Yeah, definitely, man. And shout outs to Rocka, man.
Yeah,
he
man, I'll
rocked
never
with
forget
us.
That, man. And
See, but that's
every-
respect for the art. I mean,
Yeah.
that's respect for the art. I mean, we pulled up in a Dodge Caliber and came over here. You know?
No. Hey,
But you know what the tripped out part is though? This is the crazy
tell
part.
them the other side though, man. You guys also brought fucking churros and lotes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and a
they
little-
literally were honking before the interview.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking
dude.
tajin.
Like
Yeah.
cucaracha, dude.
So I want to salute you guys. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate you guys,
interviewing
man.
us,
Thank
and thank
you.
you for the tamales and the fucking lotes.
And the mazapan.
I wish we had a
Tajin.
camera to show these guys what I'm eating right now.
And Henry the
Hey,
Quinto.
by the way, these guys originated the fucking hot Cheeto elotes, so thank you. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that.
Like a true Chicana.
Yeah, boo.
You know?
But and the funny part, well, not the funny part, the interesting part, at least my perspective was that whenever we had a show and we wanted Rocka to be there, he'd be there. He would always show us love. He never wanted any kind of money. He never said, well, you guys need to pay me. I need to go. I need gas money. I need this. I need that. No. I want to say there was times where we tried to offer him and he was like, nah.
Dude,
We would buy him
never met
drinks.
Nobody like him.
Yeah, we would buy him drinks, and then he'd be like, "Nah, man, I'm cool.
Cool ass cat.
I'm cool."
That feels
came-
true, man. He's
Nothing,
true, dude.
man. Nothing,
Cool
nothing.
ass
He
cat.
is a real beat
Nah, he's
boy
a
king.
he's a real dude. Like,
Shit.
B-boy, though.
solid,
Hip-hop.
solid,
Shit, I
solid.
remember
cat.
him
Forget
from-
about his status. Forget about the
Yeah.
income. Forget about all that shit. He is genuinely a kid who loves hip hop.
and he loves the people
Who are
actually,
doing it
yeah,
the right way.
exactly.
And he probably somebody did that to him, you know, when he was young. you
Dude,
know?
it
Yeah.
was amazing, bro.
I'm sure.
It
Dude, I
was
remember
stupid
him.
amazing.
I remember him from the hip hop shop.
Because there
way
wasn't too
back
many
then.
rappers or MCs that we could go up to and be like, hey, man, you know, like, y'all don't got to do nothing. Just come through and, like, well, it's going to be this much or it's going to be this. Now, not saying that we weren't willing, like Mace said, like, we wanted to take care of because he did such a humble job with us that naturally the way we grew up was you don't show up empty-handed nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Yeah.
just walk in your house and open your fridge.
yeah.
I'm gonna walk to your house with a 12-pack of tequila bottles, some tacos, and make sure that you're fed and that you're drinking and that
Yeah,
you're good.
you really
That's
have.
it,
You
but
really
gotta-
don't know Chris, bro. That fool brought churros and no tajin, dude.
Wait, were you in the fridge earlier? Was that you making a fucking burrito?
He was looking for your corn, bro.
Damn. No wonder my girl was like, hey, who's that vato? He's making a burrito with cotija and everything.
Hey, who's that fool making chilaquiles right there?
He's got an apron on his shit.
She was like, hey, Getel, I know you guys got a podcast cracking, but who's this fool fucking, fucking deep frying enchiladas in my kitchen?
Hey, by the way, do you have a spot for him to knock out at, dude? Afterwards?
Actually, you know what? In the backyard, I got 4 dogs, and then I got little gates, so it's like a little
Hey, he slept-
homeless community back there that you can.
He slept in
I can't
work,
pay the
bro.
rent, but I'll do the dishes.
Wow.
And
There
not
it
good.
is.
And not good neither, dig.
He leaves fucking food on the plate.
Yeah, yeah.
After he washes them.
Shit, he fucking
Little
eats the
crumbs.
plate. He eats
That's
the
my
plate out of
technique,
that
man.
and licks
Wash
the
the fucking spoons right, man.
That's it. Don't leave no crust on them
Don't
motherfuckers,
fucking leave
man.
little fucking crumbs.
No
on 'em.
flakes.
Fuck, Chris.
It's like, why is
What's
there
wrong with you?
Why
man?
is there a half a fried egg on that spoon?
Damn it, Chris.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
And why is somebody calling my cell phone saying that they owe $8,000 for music equipment on a credit card? What the fuck is this about? You fucking me up, Chris.
Dude, you are
fucking
so
him, I'm
talk.
fucking
Dude, you're talking the truth right now, man. That's fucking Chris. bro.
Yeah, that's me, dude. It's all me, dude.
Why'd you put me down as a reference, man? I don't fucking
How'd
know
you get my
dog.
social security
I thought I
number?
was just going to interview with Mace, dog. I didn't know that we knew each other from like 8 years ago.
This whole interview
You
is
still owe me a beer from that show, by the way.
this whole interview is just a elaborate ploy to get your last 4 of your social.
555.
So let me get your telemarketer. Can you put me on the do not call list, motherfucker?
And stop calling me at 5 while I'm eating.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Good stories, though,
But,
man.
yeah.
Shout out to all those cats,
Yeah,
man.
shout
You
out to
know,
all of them, man.
LA Symphony.
Everybody that showed us love. Oh yeah, for sure,
Cookbook.
man. Oh yeah,
Gotta show love.
Cookbook too,
Cookbook was
man.
a
Oh,
real
shit.
one, man. See, we don't forget.
He's
We
got a
not like
podcast.
that.
Yeah,
He's got a
man.
podcast
We've
now too.
always
Yeah,
showed
yeah.
love to everybody
Yeah.
who actually cared to show love back, man.
Yeah.
You know, we're not
Oh, yeah.
cocky. I mean, me
Nah,
and Mace
man.
and Misfit and everybody who was a part of the ride and Bago and everybody and that
Radical.
participated from, helping sell tickets to
Chinky eye.
helping us,
Yeah.
organize the event. To
Not only that, everybody
We had
that
a lot
rode
of
with
help.
us, man.
we
Everybody
had a
that
lot
rode
of
with
help,
us, man.
from the wifeys to the girlfriends to all that. Dude.
Yeah,
Like,
you-
it was solid, man.
You got a
Like,
girlfriend?
Dude, I remember
Nah,
I
don't
came
You're
here.
married.
Don't forget the.
used to.
Hey, man.
Hey, don't forget the bus ride. Bus driver, dude.
Oh,
another bus driver, man.
You gotta
Bus
pay.
driver,
You gotta
bro.
pay that.
I gotta
man.
give him love, man. Actually, I'll tell you a funny story, man. He's a crazy
Bus driver.
motherfucker. Dozen gave me the name. Wizort. Dozen is now in Colombia because he got deported 11 years ago.
Fuck.
No
He's coming
shit.
back. Yeah, no, that's real shit, man.
Damn.
He's doing graffiti out there. He's happy though. He's doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I bet. Have you seen the Colombian women over there, dude? Yeah, dude.
he's like,
That's a birthplace for culones, dude. That's the first time somebody did coke off a lady's ass was in Colombia, bro.
They don't fall short of coke.
Hell no. As long as.
And that's just probably like $1 an ounce over there, dude.
and I heard it's not white. I heard it's pink.
Fucking gnawing on coca leaves.
right? Yeah, no, man. God bless the whole, you know what I'm saying, the real shit, man. And
Yeah,
I
man.
actually, you know what? On behalf of me and Mace, I want to thank you guys, man, because
Yeah,
you guys are
definitely.
definitely doing something very dope.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
too many-
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
this
We
is-
see you. We see
Thank you,
you.
man.
Yeah, this is our first podcast, by the way. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
shit.
is our very first podcast.
Very
so
first.
We're very
Oh,
honored
wow.
to be on your
Yes.
show, man.
Another
Yeah, wow.
another
That'd be-
virginity lost
Yeah.
on the Clika Podcast.
Oh, I should have told this guy.
Hey,
Goddamn, Chris.
hey, just a tip,
You
baby.
already
Just a
fucking
tip.
hey, you already unvirginized my stove. You already took a shit in my bathroom. I mean, fuck, man. Now
Yeah,
you gonna
hey.
pop my cherry on the mic too.
He came out. He came out saying, "Man, it smells good in there."
It does. It
He's
smells.
like, it didn't smell like a LA County restroom.
Shout out to Getel's restroom.
I'm pretty sure he left you a little gift right there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little tip.
A little skid mark
I
right
left
there
some
on
baby
the
wipes there
toilet.
for you guys.
And I pissed on your toilet paper.
All wet.
Motherfucker.
We just took the Crux's hymen. The podcast hymen.
Ah,
We broke
Shout
that. We
out.
broke that shit.
Virgin
Shout
now.
out to my pissed on toilet paper.
Hey, we should really
And the
rename.
Crux hymen.
We should rename the podcast to Just a Tip.
Just a tip
Baby,
podcast.
just a
No
tip.
más la punta.
Nomás la punta. Mami, nomás la punta.
Hey, that's a good hook right there.
Taking
I-
artists' virginity.
So you guys took us on a journey. We talked a little bit about the past, man.
Yeah.
And
And then we
It's
give
fun,
you the
and
full
it's fun.
shaft.
you
Yeah.
already put the head in a couple times.
Yeah.
And
And then ripped all the shaft all the way in.
Toma.
There's blood on the sheets, bro. There's blood on the sheets.
But yeah,
And a bite on the pillow.
It's up until now. It's been a definitely a real fun ride.
man.
You know,
the past definitely
Yeah.
cultivated where we're at now.
yeah, and it's fun reminiscing too because we went through a lot of crazy shit, man. A lot of crazy shit. We went through a lot of crazy shit, man. A lot of crazy experiences. Fights, verbal disagreement, verbal altercations. Thank you. Disagreements. We fought like brothers.
Yeah, I had to separate these guys one time. Man.
We were
This guy was going
brothers.
at it.
We're brothers. We're like I said, my younger brother Misfit, and Getel were real good friends in high school, and then obviously Getel came around, and we all hit it off. We hit it off. I hit it off with these cats and with Josh and DJ Live, and we all became one.
Radical. Forgetting about Radical.
Radical
Yeah,
too. After
Radical,
yeah, and we all and we all became brothers, man. And it was funny because it was the music that brought us together. You know what I'm saying? If my brother wouldn't have brought Getel over, and I wouldn't have never known him.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely a blessing. to have these cats in my life. And I think I'm about to cry right now, man.
Give him a hug, Chris.
Hey, dude. Well, the same way. It was definitely crazy.
yeah.
Like I was telling you, man. I was in high school. I was doing my graffiti thing, and it was dope because it was interesting because As If, a.k.a. Misfit, at the time was doing graffiti too. And I was
Fucking
wanting
Mace.
to do music.
Fucking
But here's
Mace,
the funny
man.
thing,
Fucking
right?
Mace.
Misfit was already killing it.
Yo.
He was already that motherfucker in high school with the music. And I was that motherfucker with the graffiti. He wanted the graffiti love. I wanted the music love. So
Well, me and Misfit had language arts.
right.
Remember?
Oh,
right.
that's
yes.
right.
Yes.
That's
Me and my
That's
brother.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, me and
Y'all,
my
I
brother,
mean,
yeah.
shit. They were already doing their thing, killing it, and I wanted that high of the music, because I remember 99, 2000. What? My name is what? And I was like, is that a freestyle? I go, because that sounds like a freestyle. That doesn't sound like a song. When Eminem came out in 99, 98 with the fucking Marshall Mathers EP, we were in 9th, 10th grade.
That shit fucked me up.
And it fucked me up because
they fuck everybody up.
because we had a guy.
Everybody.
I got a good story about that after you're done. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
real quick. We had a guy in high school, man.
Got a lot of stories.
I can't remember his
Too
MC
many.
name, but this cat actually had an opportunity when Eminem was in LA battling and coming to LA to make a name for himself. He battled the dude from Losing Your High. He was a senior in 98 or 99. I can't remember. I think his name was Cyclops or dope ass motherfucker though, man. His bars were stupid. He fucked Eminem up. And I remember going, damn, I just heard this fool's record and I'm like ready to bleach my hair blonde, which I think I did.
You did, bro.
And this
must-
motherfucker killed from my high school, killed him. So I go, damn, this shit is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In other words, everybody has a fair share at blowing up or coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, Misfit was a part of a group called Language Arts at the time, you know, which was Mace One, his homeboy that I knew too, Dart. They used to tag. You know what I'm saying? He grew up on, I think, Lamoli or Chadron, something like that. Everybody was from the 90250 or South Bay.
I'm 260.
Yeah.
260.
Yeah.
50 Hawthorne.
No, Hawthorne's not.
Oh, yeah, that's
but I'm just saying we were all from like the
From
same,
the same
you know,
area.
everybody
Yeah.
went to Lou House or went to Rogers or went to one of the schools where everybody kind of
UConn.
united.
Yeah.
So long story short, not to drag the story out, but
You're dragging the story out, bro.
Yeah, you are. Hurry
shit
up.
was nuts, man. I mean, me and Mondo were like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna teach you some shit with the fucking art, and you're gonna teach me some shit with the music, and then from there, dude, we
Blew the
connected.
fuck
And then
up.
when I found out what he was doing, I was like, oh fuck. I go, that's your brother? I mean, engineering, producing, fucking rhyming. It was insane, bro. You don't meet too many cats that can engineer you, produce you, and write with you. That's unheard of.
That's multi-talented right there.
Because you meet a lot of MCs that got fucking writers, and they're writing for them.
But let me ask you something real quick. When did he bleach his hair?
You know what? Right around 2000.
No, he did the opposite. He let it grow, man.
I let it grow.
Yeah, no, I did it. I ain't gonna front.
I mean, how much peroxide was sold when that Eminem album dropped?
I
You know?
definitely-
A lot,
Inside my
bro.
shit,
Hell yeah.
I definitely did it. I'm not gonna front.
I did too. I'm not gonna lie, just half of it.
I was a freshman with blonde, or sophomore with blonde hair, like a Mexican with blonde hair. The girls like this, so it was cool. I wasn't tripping. Oh, you look cute with the blonde
Oh, you
hair,
look like
baby.
Eminem.
Oh, little güerito.
You look different.
What you got?
But,
I got Mace had a story
But
about
it was
Eminem.
dope
man.
because of that.
Oh yeah.
Mace had an Eminem story.
Oh yeah. So I had called Power 106, right? and I won some tickets, right? I won some free tickets to a show at the Florentine Gardens.
Oh shit!
Yeah. It was Alcoholics. I don't know who the fuck else, and Eminem. I didn't know who the fuck Eminem was, right? At that point. So the Alcoholics I knew,
Yeah.
right? And
I only know when they were drunk.
yeah. So they killed the show, right? So they killed the fucking show, and then this kid Eminem comes up, right? They're like, Eminem, whatever. So he comes out bleach fucking hair. Hi, my name is. He wasn't on the radio yet. Okay. So I'm like, who the fuck is this annoying white dude with the bleach blonde fucking hair, dude? He's getting on my fucking nerves. Everybody was like, dude, get him off the fucking stage. Get him off the fucking stage. Put the fucking headliner. Nobody gave a shit about this cat, right? Whatever. So at first I was like, yeah, get him off stage. But then I thought about it and I'm like, damn, he's not getting a fair chance. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, I'm from Detroit. I'm Eminem, whatever. So I was like,
man, that's crazy.
Go back and build some cars, motherfucker.
Yeah, get some Chevys. I don't know. So
General Motors.
yeah. So I was like,
GM.
I was like, what the fuck, right? So anyway, the show ended. Whatever. I walked outside, and he's outside right by the entrance, smoking a cigarette. So I was like, you know what? Nobody's fucking looking at this dude. Nobody's paying attention to him. You know what? He went up there for hip hop, dude. He went up there and fucking showed what he could do, regardless if anybody liked it or not. So I went up to him and I was like, "Hey, man," I said, good show." And he's like, "Thanks, man, I appreciate it." I'm like, "Yeah," I'm like, "From Detroit." He's like, "I'm like, all right, man. Welcome to LA." He's like, "Thanks." I said, "You like Hollywood?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's nice." He's like, "I want to take a walk down where the stars are or whatever." And I was like, "All right, cool, man. Well, hey, have fun, whatever." That was it. Next thing you know,
bam.
Hi, my name is all over the fucking radio. I was like, wow, man.
That was him.
Yeah.
That was fucking Eminem. I was like, that's insane. And that is a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As God is my witness, that is a true story.
He went through a lot of that. He told a story about people turning their backs on him and all that shit, dude.
I'm sure because of the way he looked. You know what I'm saying? He was he was a white dude from
he didn't give a
Detroit.
shit.
Nobody knew.
Nobody
you know what I'm
knew.
saying?
Like the only thing
But,
people knew about Detroit back in the day was fucking RoboCop. That was it, dude. Detroit
That's
City.
Detroit City. That's it.
I heard the alcoholics are coming back.
Yeah, they're doing it too.
They're-
Yeah, they're doing the show soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing the show soon.
I heard they're called the recovering alcoholics now. I'm sorry, I had to throw that joke in. I'm sorry.
Hey, the
shot,
similar.
Shout
Remember?
out to Tash.
Hey,
Shout out to Tash.
hey, Mace. Remember speaking on that story? Remember Skilo?
Yeah.
When we seen him at the Good Life, just
The Good Life?
performing. He just came out of nowhere. Did his show.
Was
We're
he
like,
Skilo when he was
Yeah.
at the Good
Yeah,
Life?
he's been Skilo forever.
No, I know, but was he big when he
No.
was at the Good Life?
No. He was just
one of
another one of the bunch.
Yeah, and he was telling us, I have an album coming out. We were like, and he is short. He is shorter than me. So
That must have been what, 95?
Yeah, 94 probably.
Probably
Or
earlier.
94.
Earlier than that,
94.
I remember I Wish came out
Yeah.
fucking like in 94.
And I remember me and Mace were like, yeah, who's this guy? And all of a sudden, a couple months later,
I
this
still
fucker.
bump that fucking song. That song's fucking
That's
bad.
just hard, huh?
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
yeah,
We
dude.
were like, oh, that's that fool from the
Yeah.
Good Life, bro.
Great,
Yeah.
dude.
This fool came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Project Blowed.
You know who else? Ahmad too.
Oh, that's right. He
Ahmad.
also used to be.
I remember we were doing that stuff with our old group, Southpaws, with
Southpaws.
the guys that produced Ahmad.
Yeah. And they were
Remember
there.
that shit? Yeah.
And we were like, oh shit, look at this one.
Yeah.
Like, came out of nowhere, man.
It's
Like,
crazy that one little area just fucking brought out all these fucking great artists. Dude.
Yeah.
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 That one little fucking, just fucking plaza. It's not
Yeah.
even a fucking like a town or nothing.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
plaza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Plaza, dude. I mean, you seen the documentary? There's a documentary out there.
I haven't seen the documentary.
Oh, you gotta check it out, dude. The Life.
And we're blessed, man, to be in a city where we were able to see all that. You know what I'm saying? And be introduced and learn of people and hang out with people that we heard on the radio or that we admired as artists.
Yeah. Remember,
Calm down, killer.
remember that story with Psycho Realm too? We had a show with them before
Yeah.
they blew up.
Yeah, right before. Yep, Psycho. Shout out to St. Jackin and Duke.
Yeah.
Man, always been very humble, man.
Yeah,
Very
man. Them
humble.
cats. Hey, shit. I remember.
Jack knew what's up at some point. He said, "What up, Crux?"
Oh yeah.
I remember that,
Oh
you know
yeah.
what I
He
mean?
knew what's up. Yeah, he knew what's up. He knew we were killing that shit too, man. And shout out to Jack and
It's
Duke.
just different times now,
Yeah.
Different times then, different times now. I think if we all could have worked with each other, I think we would have. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah.
the whole drug lab. And St. Louis was always down to, you know what I'm saying, work on some shit.
Yeah.
Just times didn't allow it, But shit, looking back now, I wish we would have definitely linked up with St. Lou and Cynic and all them motherfuckers,
Yeah.
when they were doing Street Platoon with Crow, Soto, and
Yeah.
Cynic, shout out to all them, man.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
was definitely influenced by all that good shit.
Oh yeah, I think we were all influenced by them, especially because they weren't they weren't being played on the radio. They were underground, and that's
And they
what
were
we seen, and
Latinos,
that's what
and
we
they
grew up.
weren't-
Yeah, exactly, and we could identify with
Yeah.
what they were. You know what I'm saying?
And they
So
weren't doing your typical, no disrespect to the Latino movement in the early '90s. You know, with the lowrider scene. Like I love that shit.
Legislator Brown.
Like I love all that. No, and I do. You know, I'm not gonna knock what they did. You know, it was a different. You had to have skill to do what they did. And I didn't
Yeah.
have that kind of skill. But when I heard Jack on the mic spit bars, I was like, oh shit! Like
damn.
this is a Latino cat coming through with like bars and that. I was like, whoa, this is different. You know what I'm saying?
It
So I
was
could
a
definitely
different scene.
appreciate that type of shit, man.
It was
You
a
know,
whole
and I
different
think that's
scene,
why
man.
we always, you know, anytime we seen them in the club or anytime we were able to rub elbows with them, we definitely did and showed respect and showed love and, you know, just mutually wanted to at some point, you know, collaborate if we could, you know. But like I said, times were different. You know, you got record labels involved back then, and it wasn't just like it is now, where you could literally just hook up with somebody and be like, "Yo, let's link, let's go half on a baby and fucking make love." You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was a totally way different scene.
Way different scene.
But people are still doing. Let me ask you something, man. And I've known you for many years. But and you spoke on many artists. But could you name one particular artist that was a huge influence on you?
Yeah, man, definitely. An artist that was definitely, and I was just talking about this the other day. An artist, and you're gonna trip out because it's so different from what we're doing, right? But an artist that was so heavily influenced to me was Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dog.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's-
totally different. I know you probably expected me to say like some fucking, you know, some shit that, you know, we can relate to because we're
Yeah,
Latinos, but no,
yeah.
it was Del the Funky Homo Sapien, man. When I
Really?
heard
Yeah.
Fucking Deltron 3030.
Damn.
When I heard those beats,
because
by
he was
the
on another level, dog.
Yeah, and when I heard that producer, which I believe in, sorry if I say that, what was that? His name was the
It
anime,
was the Dan the Animator.
Dan the
Yeah.
Animator, dude. Yeah, dude.
Sorry. Yeah. No,
and
not
so that was huge for me, you know, because when I used to go spray paint and I was hopping over these fences to hit the 405 and the 110 here in LA, I was bumping Deltron 3030, man.
Okay.
And that was like
He was their main.
96-ish, 97-ish. And we were young, you know what I'm saying? But I would say definitely he set the bar for me, like with the whole like just being himself, being free and being creative. Because if you know Del was never like, you know, like a role model. Del was never trying to be like.
He was the underground.
Like his cousin Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ice Cube was his cousin.
that was his cousin.
Yeah,
That
Ice
was
Cube's
his cousin.
And a lot of people would
it's
trip
his
out when I
cousin.
say
I'm
that
sorry.
because it's true though. Del.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Del.
Del.
And again, I will definitely give love where love is back. But the dude that put me up on that was Ahoy.
Oh shit.
Ahoy was bumping Deltron 3030 crazy.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
remember we got in his car. He had a little blue Honda. I was about 17 or 18. That fool was probably like 18 or 19. Had a fucking crazy ass fucking Honda that who knows how the fuck he got it to work, but he did. And he would come all the way from Florence and
yeah. He was out in South Central, huh?
Yeah, he
he'd
was
come all the way
Central.
from Florence and Crenshaw, dude. Pick
remember
me
that.
up. We'd go spray paint, and what was he bumping in his car? In a tape?
Yeah.
Del 3030.
Yeah.
Del 3030, man.
Well, so I know Mace for the longest time. I mean, no, I don't even know.
Like 30 years, man.
Yeah, but I asked him the same question. But let me ask you, and I want to get who was your main influence, man?
My main influence. I don't think I have one influence, man, because I'd be disrespecting everybody else that I've always listened to. I could go from Cube, because Ice Cube is a fucking beast with the lyrics, dog. Shit, Rakim. Fuck, man.
It's hard.
Run DMC. I don't have top 10 or top. I can't. That's just not how I
You're
roll.
well rounded from
Yeah,
everyone,
because I listened to so many. You know me, dog. You know we've listened to fucking everything, bro. I think I gravitated more towards the lyricists. That's who I gravitated more towards. But as far as me having one influence, I don't. No, I can't. I can't. There's no fucking way, dude.
I get you, man.
Yeah, I can't.
Not even metal mayonnaise.
Got him.
No seas mentiroso, fool.
Mentiroso, fool.
Mentiroso.
Modelo time, fool.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie, man. Hey, when Mentirosa came out, though,
Right?
you know, I was, you know, hey, come
We
on,
were all
bro.
here to that shit.
And Kid Frost
Yep.
too. Come on,
We were
bro.
all here
Like,
to that shit, man.
hey, but I will tell you this: my one influence in Spanish rap, bilingual rap, is Mellow Mayonnaise, dog.
I believe it.
That is him.
Yeah.
If you guys ever heard his Escape from Havana, his first album, El Más Pingón, that is what made me want to rap in Spanish and English. That is the one
Yeah.
cat
Yeah.
that did it for me. Because
you
I
do
was
have
like,
a
wait, how the I speak Spanish
Yeah.
Yeah.
and English. I could do this shit.
Yeah.
So, yes, I will say that.
Okay.
Mellow Mayonnaise,
As a Latin.
Gets that respect.
my let,
yeah.
yes. Oh, yeah, he's up there. He's up there.
A lot of people forget about him, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget about him,
Shit, I
dude.
remember when we did a show with him. I remember y'all chopped it up on that
Yeah,
type of shit.
yeah.
And told him like, yo, like,
Yeah, because
and
he-
knew,
because-
when you spit that when you spit that the 16 bars that day, dog. I think I seen that fool and he was like, damn.
I got
It was at the
Where did this little motherfucker?
That's a lengua venenosa.
No, for real, though. You know.
Nah, real talk. Like, yeah, that, you know, there wasn't no other Spanish rapper that I ever heard. Yeah, I heard Kid Frost, but he was more on the Chicano side. He wasn't really speaking that much Spanish with La Raza. That was the only song that he had in
That's
Spanish.
crazy, dude.
But Mellow Mayonnaise had that song, El Más Pingón. If you never heard it,
right.
go back and listen to
Listen
it.
to it, yeah, that
because
shit's dope.
this cat is he's just going off, and I was intrigued by that, and that's what made me rap in Spanish and
Yeah.
English. That's
You
hands
Yeah,
down.
it's hard, dude. It's hard.
But
to
other
really
than
throw
that,
top.
yeah.
It's hard,
Hey,
dude.
No.
and from Southgate.
And from Southgate,
You
right
asked me
down the
that
street.
question just like
Yeah.
you asked Mace, and that's a hard question because like I could go on and on like with Cool Keith, Blue Fly, because I like the weird shit. I was always into,
You're
like,
the fucking weirdo, though.
yeah. I always
Yeah, he
was
is.
doing
Yeah, he is.
crazy weird shit. So like Cool Keith was like to me like
We try to write and be like, Getel, don't write like that. He's like, well, what the fuck? This is how I write.
hey, and I can't
You're like, dude,
forget-
that shit doesn't sound right, dog. No, this is how I write.
Hey, and I can't forget, and Mace is true to that because we always had that. Like everybody had their bars done, ready, and then I would do my shit, and they were all like,
The
"That's
fuck?
dope," but the fuck is that?
What do you say?
But then you gotta understand, like I was fucking with Cool Keith, the arsonist,
Yeah.
fucking just
Nice.
trippy fucking spit flow.
You
Fucking
didn't do-
next
did you-
level
hey,
motherfuckers.
Did you fuck with acid, man?
No,
Oh, damn.
I never licked a
could've-
frog. I never licked a frog.
La
Shout out to the
rana.
You're a fuck with
DMT.
the Wookiees.
You know,
Los caminantes. Los temerarios.
I fucked, the only thing I
Los
fucked,
Yonix.
the only thing I fucked with was la niña fresa.
What the fuck?
¿Qué es lo que quiere la niña? ¿Qué es
Y
lo
que
que
quiere la niña. Es la niña fresa.
Shout out to Mike Tyson licking the frog.
Oh, my God.
Going back to that night in Santa Barbara, I think the one thing that I really took from you guys that night,
And what year was that?
that was probably about
04.
04?
Probably, man.
Yeah, it's probably about 04
So that's
03.
about how many years ago? We're in 19. I don't know math.
I don't know either.
15. dude.
15 years.
15 years ago.
Okay.
15 years ago, to
So
be exact.
15 years ago,
Yeah.
you were driving, you're riding shotgun, I was sitting in the back, and you guys were bumping. I forgot the fuck you're bumping. I knew what it was at the time, but I forgot what the fuck you were bumping.
The 5 songs.
Negro
But
Sarabanoso.
you guys were so fucking, you were like just fucking grooving to it, man. You were just like fucking into it. You're fucking bobbing your heads, you're fucking driving, you're bobbing your heads. And
Who was
I'm like-
driving? I was driving?
You were driving.
Oh, okay. I drove everywhere. I was a motherfucking Crux chauffeur. Fuckers.
Before
I was the only one with a car.
he was an Uber. He was an Uber for there, I guess.
I didn't hear you guys yet. But I had so much fucking respect for you guys
Thank you.
because
Appreciate that, man.
I at that moment I was just like in a transitional, like going from genre to genre.
Yeah.
And I was envious of that. I was envious of that fucking, like, you were really into it. And I wanted to love music like you loved music at that fucking moment, man. It was just fucking, and that little fucking incident just shaped
Little
like
2 minutes.
And
the
that's crazy. 'cause
rest
I
of
don't
my
even
fucking life.
fucking remember what you're talking about.
No, I know it's weird. I know it's weird.
No, but I'm saying I wish I could remember sitting in that car.
But you were just fucking grooving. You're bobbing your head. You're fucking grooving. You're
Was
fucking.
it
You're singing
hip-hop or was it?
It was hip hop.
Okay.
It was a hip hop song, and you were singing out the hook, and then you were just fucking grooving to it. And I'm in the backseat. And I'm like, fuck, these motherfuckers are into this shit.
Like they're feeling it.
They're feeling it. These guys are fucking. These are the real deal.
Was it like the Sopranos intro?
Thank you.
Yeah. I always think of that moment every once in a while. I just like, fuck, man. Like that's why I'm here. That's why I like music.
Yeah.
That's the moment. It's a weird story, I know, but it always stuck with me.
Man,
That's awesome, man. It feels good to know that a little,
Memory.
just a little fragment of our lives
That was like a Polaroid picture in your memory.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's like a little fragment of our lives is embedded in somebody's brain
Just like how we can remember.
that he can see it every now and then. And
Right.
I don't remember that night,
neither,
to be
dog.
honest. I mean, I remember the night. I don't remember that
Yeah.
I
actual
remember getting
moment.
knocked the fuck out. That's it.
I remember that.
That's
I don't-
it.
I remember your
Homeboy
face.
got mad because we were a little harder than him,
Yeah.
so he had to be a bully.
But that's fucking awesome.
I
bro.
remember
That's
him
fucking
jumping in that fool's face after he did it.
Yeah, I remember.
And
Yeah,
I
that was-
thought he was gonna. I thought he was
dead
gonna.
at that point, but
Yeah, you were in a coma.
yeah.
And I was the oldest one in the crowd in our crew. I was the oldest one, so I had to protect my little brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Responsible,
And I thought
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna fucking jump and swing at his ass, but he did something even crazier. He challenged that guy to fucking at a
An
battle
MC
round.
battle.
And I was like,
At the
fuck.
living room, huh? That one living room.
No. It was on the street.
On the street.
Yeah,
It
we
was
were on the street. We
Oh,
were
was
battling
it?
on the street.
Yeah.
It was
I remember
literally
we had
it
a
was
crowd.
literally a street battle.
Yeah.
These cats who we're not gonna name, but these cats walked up
And they started
and
fucking battling.
Well, they felt like they thought we weren't from LA.
Yeah.
They thought we were Santa Barbara rappers, which if we
Fuck
were, what,
them. This
what
is
would it have
LA.
mattered, right?
Yeah.
'Cause shout out to Santa Barbara. I mean,
Yeah,
Shout out to the
shout
fighting
us out.
banana slugs.
if
at
you
UC
live in Santa Barbara and you're an MC, you have the right to be an MC too, right? But
Yeah.
we actually came from LA to support two LA natives, which was Tumex and No Can Do.
And we got invited there.
And we got invited, so we're kicking it, and we're going party to party. And then I remember we had a cipher going. We had a dude with a guitar playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was vibing.
Oh,
We were all
yeah.
vibing. We had chicks there. Like, everybody was having a great time. And I remember these two cats walked up and wanted to take that energy away, like on some hater shit.
Take the wind out of your sails.
And then I remember they
Yeah.
said something rude or something wrong to a few of us. And me being crazy and stupid and young, I responded with some dumb shit. I'm not going to say what I said because it was disrespectful too.
Say it. Who cares?
Nah,
And
dude, yeah.
next thing you know,
No.
Say it. Nah,
homeboy
just kidding.
sucker punched me
Yeah, he did.
through like 3 motherfuckers.
What a bitch.
And I'm rapping with my eyes closed, so I don't see a punch coming my way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just remember Ahoy took me to a pad. They cleaned me up, and next thing you know, I don't know. What
It was
happened.
chaos after that because then we were in my car and then I hear Getel just got fucked up. We're like, what the fuck? Where? And so we're looking for you. We didn't even know where the fuck you were at.
Yeah, some lady took us in her house. She washed me up.
Yeah.
She told me, "Oh, you okay?" Because she goes, "You hit the concrete pretty hard."
Yeah, that's what. The punch didn't get you. The concrete did.
Oh yeah. To this day, man, shit, I've been blessed because a lot of people are like, dude, a lot of people who hit the concrete like that end up having
Fucked
crazy
up.
concussions or memory loss, and been blessed. But
But I respected him because he didn't fucking punch him, and we were all ready. Remember? We were all ready. Well, Marco just like you see, Marco stepped back.
Yeah, that's right.
We were
But
like,
but
what the
he
fuck
jumped
is
in his
happening?
face, and then we're like, okay, it's on. But he didn't fucking hit him. He challenged him, and that guy backed down.
boy, he felt stupid because everybody checked him right away. Like, dude,
Yeah.
you hit the smallest kid in the circle. Why
Yeah.
the fuck you didn't hit
And
him?
he was a big motherfucker
Well, he was
too.
older too.
Yeah.
I was like fucking 19.
probably
like,
my
dude.
age.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
probably in his 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that old back then, motherfucker.
He was probably in his 80s or 90s.
Fuck.
No, I'm saying homeboy was like
He was Mace's age.
He hit him with his walker.
With his cane.
Yeah.
He tried to cut him with his Shakira Horizons card.
That motherfucker hit you with his AARP fucking card.
He
Slapped
sliced
you
your
with
hit
it.
me with a senior citizen card.
He was coming back from
Yeah, no,
Denny's.
he was definitely
On a senior
grown-ass
discount.
man.
He hit you with his bingo card.
He was definitely a grown ass man.
He was.
He wasn't a kid.
Yeah, nah.
He was like
wasn't a
30
kid.
some years old at the time.
And he should have fucking known better. He
Yeah,
should have
and
fucking known.
and he found that out real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was
Because
just a
everybody
got
looked
checked.
at him, and I could hear it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember being on the floor, and then people were going, "What?" The fuck did you just do?
I was right fucking behind you when that happened. I was right fucking behind you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you didn't do nothing, bro?
I fucking. It happened so fast,
Yeah,
and you jumped in so quick. And I was just fucking ready. I'm like, fuck, either we're gonna get our ass kicked or we're gonna kick some ass. That's it.
Yeah.
But he jumped in and he challenged him.
No, hey, dude, that's a crazy story, man.
And that guy was walking away, and he was following him, fucking rapping at his ass, dude. Like, he actually rap attacked his ass, dude.
Rap attack.
Mace with the rap attack.
Yeah, the fucking rap attack, dude. That was a crazy fucking night.
You know what, man? It's crazy because you don't know what to do in a situation like that. You know what I mean? Nobody expected that. We were trying to have fun.
Yeah.
We were having fun. We were having crazy.
It was a hell of a night, man.
Meet with a lady and maybe make a baby.
Yeah.
You know, but
Stupid.
you know, instead I got knocked the fuck out.
They curled you up like a baby.
Yeah, they did. That concrete sure did, but shout out to homeboy that socked me out because he taught me a lesson that day that I'll never forget. You know, and that's a lesson you gotta take with you too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just think you're Superman in someone else's hood, which he wasn't in his hood, but you get what I mean by what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
And you're the first guy ever to get cock blocked by concrete.
Yeah, dude, that was nuts.
Because nobody wants to fucking go out with a guy with a shiner on his fucking face, dude.
No, dude. No, I remember. It wasn't pretty.
My boy's face was fucked up for like months, bro.
Yeah,
I remember you, homie.
For months, dog.
We went through some shit, man.
Yeah.
And I think that was like part of what you had to go through, man.
It's part of your growth.
It was part of the growth, man.
Growing pains.
I mean, like, if people had footage of that day, it'd be fucking viral, trippy.
It'd be world star like a motherfucker.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Because it was like uncalled for. Like, you got mad because a little homie said some shit and got your feelings hurt, but yet you had to walk in the cypher and fuck with our cypher. You could have just joined the cypher.
Yeah, but he fucking, I mean, you just like, even before you said what you said, you fucking burned him. He was already fucking done. He was
as soon
already
as
done.
I said what I said, I just remember getting laid out because he was that hurt.
Yeah.
And rap wasn't about that back then. I mean, it always been, you know.
If he was a real MC,
he wouldn't have did that.
No. He would have been like, okay, I got you. Hold up. Yeah, hold up.
Words.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you know what?
That's
like
what
I said, things happen for a reason, and I'm happy that happened. Not happy that it happened, but I'm glad that it happened because it taught me a big lesson with knowing your surroundings and knowing where you're at.
Right.
Yeah.
And making sure we're all in a good, safe environment in the future because, you know, nowadays you got crazy motherfuckers. He could have shot me.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that was one thing for me, being the oldest of the group or being the oldest of the bunch. Like, it was always my little brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's how I treated them. And
always.
Yeah, and I was always worried about them. If I didn't see him or Ahoy or Misfit
on the swings.
Yeah, no. If we were all hanging out before a show or whatever,
It went over their head.
Yeah, I did. What did you say?
I said if you didn't see him on the swings. Or in the sandbox. Hey! Where's Getel?
Yeah, that.
He's paying for the ice cream and shit. He's like looking over his shoulder, like, where's
Cabrones,
that?
vénganse pa' acá.
¿Dónde está ese pinche dientudo?
Nah, it would stress me out. Like, legit, it would stress me out, dog. Like, because I wanted to make sure that especially after that incident, I was like, dude, where the fuck is this fool? And I would always look, and I would have my drink, my beer in my hand, and I was like, yeah. Because, I'm 10 years older than them. So these cats were, 18, 19, 20, they were wilding out.
Yeah.
I already had kids. I've been a dad since I was their age back then, you know what I'm saying? So I was always stressed out about them, and I was worried about them, making sure that, my little brothers weren't fucking around, that somebody wasn't going to come up and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, grab his butt or something.
Molest him,
But after that shit happened, it put me on edge all the fucking time, dog. All the fucking
Especially
time.
because, my brothers knew Mace, my mom's and pops knew Mace.
Yeah.
We're familia before the music, you know what I'm saying? So I could see him saying that now as a,
it's like,
older person, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, I didn't know this,
Mace.
Mace.
A lot of responsibility on your hands, though.
Yeah, it was a lot of responsibility because I had to drive. I was the one with the car, so it was like we got a show. Jump in my car. No, I'll get there. Somebody's gonna take me. No, motherfucker. We're going in my car.
Always.
There's room for 5 people. Me, the 3 passengers, and the
I
passenger
don't
in the
give
front.
a fuck if you got to ride with a
Fuck
chick
that.
or whoever.
We're rolling.
Yeah.
Get in the fucking car. Let's
'Cause I'm
roll.
not- yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There
And
was
there
never
was,
no excuses.
Daddy.
but because I was
But it was
worried
dope,
about
though.
them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Aside from remembering my fucking lyrics, I had to worry about these motherfuckers,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, we definitely
Good times.
Wow,
Good times.
motherfucker.
traveled a lot in the whip with Mace, man.
Yeah,
And he
man.
definitely took a lot of accountability in the early stages of our career.
Yeah.
Yes, shit. We picked you up in 5th grade, fool.
I remember, dog.
Me and Mace picked you
You're
up.
the
in
one that
5th
showed me fucking the Terminator
Yeah.
for the first time, dog. But the fucked up part was that we didn't watch the movie, we watched the porno edition.
Cochino.
The Sperminator.
He can't be stopped
You know
until
what?
he
Now,
nuts.
now that we're talking, freely on the mic.
Hey, for real?
Nah, dude. You know what? Do we get another part 2 to this? Because we don't want to tell too much.
No,
fuck,
bro, it's-
man.
Okay, talk
Is there
about.
such-
Okay,
Is
how
there
about?
such thing as a part 2 podcast?
There
How
is.
much have we been
No,
on
there
here,
is, man.
Damn,
We're
almost
good.
2
There
hours,
is.
bro.
There is.
We're good. We're good.
We're going on 2 hours.
Let me ask you one thing that what do you guys what's your new project looking like, man? What are you guys bringing to the table now? Now that you guys have been
Mace,
doing
Mace.
things.
Almost
Talk-
getting
talk a little
shot
bit
in
about it.
Santa Barbara.
Tell them a little
We gotta
bit
make
about
a song called Santa
You
Barbara,
should. You
We're gonna
should.
talk
and then we're gonna have Chris narrate it.
it. He's gonna be in the back seat talking about that nostalgic moment.
That'd be dope, though. That'd be dope.
Like,
That's a
Getel
good
whipped
idea.
his cock out and started jerking off. Damn, dog. This motherfucker just whipped his dick out and the music was playing loud.
That's the skit before the
Fuck,
fucking
dog,
song,
like-
bro.
I wish I could fucking just pull my dick out and jack off too, like the way he was doing it. I mean, he was so confident.
Are you sure he was bobbing his head to the music, not bobbing his head on somebody?
I don't know.
He was bobbing his
I
head
couldn't
in his pants.
Chris, are you sure I wasn't jerking off or we were hearing some songs? Because I was known to just bust a nut before we got to the show. On myself.
You might have been pounding that fucking meat hammer, just fucking
Well, you guys taught me. You guys said, hey, the more you pound it, the longer it will grow. So I was under that impression until I got to 28 and realized what's going on here. Motherfucker's still 9 inches.
fucking knuckles deep, banging on those balls. You know,
I
just
thought
fucking.
I was going to grow to 12 inches like my other half.
They lied to your ass.
Sue him.
Nah, man.
But nah, yeah,
we crazy, man.
we just
That's what we do.
we're talking about working on a project right now. We just want to have fun with it, man. Nothing too serious, nothing too complicated, nothing too stressful.
No deadlines.
Yeah, no deadlines.
But
We
it
just
will
want to
be
have fun
fast. It ain't going to be like 10
Yeah.
years from now bullshit, you know what I mean?
with it. Yeah. We just we want to have fun with it. We're older, we're wiser. As cliche as that sounds, but it's true. We just want to put out good music, man. The music's still in us. It's still in our heart. It's still in our soul. We're hip hop 150%, and we'll see where it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
And another thing too, that he's not here. He was supposed to come. Joey was supposed to come
Dope,
right after work. So my son,
MC
Oh wow.
he doesn't have a name yet. So
MC Joey.
we just call him Joey.
Joey.
Jojo. So he's
Shout
been
out to
wanting to
Joey.
rap. Yeah, he's been wanting to rap for a long time. He's like my little sidekick, and he's always
He's
like,
a little
Dad,
mini
Dad.
Mace.
Yeah, he's
With the
like little
music.
mini me.
I remember you used to bring up
How
on stage.
about Mace or 2?
No. What's his initials?
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go with the fucking
JSEMA. Oh fuck.
Here
man.
we go with
There
the
it
name.
is.
Here we go with the name giving.
It's gonna be Jamma.
But, yeah.
Yeah, man, the new music definitely
yeah.
is going to be different. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to work with a lot of people that we've never burned bridges with. Thank God that
Because we did burn bridges with a lot of people.
Yeah.
No,
You
no,
do
we
that.
didn't.
It's just
No.
a cost of business.
Actually, we didn't, man.
No,
we
no. Real talk.
yeah,
We
real
never
talk.
did.
Like we never did. Like we always try to keep it 100 with everybody. And if
Never burn
if
one
we
bridge.
ever did burn a bridge with somebody, it wasn't intentional, because it
And we
was a
didn't,
bunch
though.
of. It was it wasn't just
didn't, though.
2 of us.
Yeah.
It was 6 of us,
Right.
or 8 of us.
Right.
It wasn't because it was meant
Right.
to be
And-
done by us.
And we never did, though. That was the
But
best
yeah, we
part.
never. Yeah,
Like,
That's rare. That's rare.
yeah.
Never. Dude, Mace got contacts. I got contacts. that are so fucking. I mean, it's like stocks, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like they're
Yeah.
worth a lot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we will never touch those unless it's necessary. And now that we're moving forward, and now that we have the time, now that we're more comfortable, now that we have the more knowledge, I mean, these contacts, these people that have been behind us, dude, they can't wait, and we can't wait.
Yeah.
You know, so we're excited to work with a lot of people that we've been itching to get music in with, and also by ourselves. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with our, you know, colleagues, familia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Misfit's doing his thing. Right now, he's
Shout out
yeah,
to my little
shout
brother.
out, shout
Yeah.
out, man. Misfit's doing his thing, and we're very proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him, you know, go as far as he can with what he's doing, and I know at some point he's gonna rekindle what we got going on too. And for right now, me and Mace are gonna hold it down and do what we do, and you know, at some point things are gonna come together, and we're gonna collaborate. And
Yeah.
we're gonna put, you know, more things together as an original group, because you know I'm old school, man. Like, you know, I always told Mace, I go, I love groups, and I want to see the whole group together.
Yeah.
I don't want to see just two of the guys from the group, you know.
Yeah, and I think calling us to the Crux, I think it's doing a disservice to the actual Crux, the group,
Right.
the three of us.
Right, it's three
You
of
know
us.
what I'm saying?
Just to be clear, it's three of us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
three
He
of
knows.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's
three
doing
of
his
us.
thing. And
Yeah.
we're not gonna stop him from doing what he's doing.
Yeah, no.
'Cause we're
By,
a family.
Yeah, by all means, you know,
Literally.
get your money. Yeah, get your money, get your bread. If you're gonna eat on your own, that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ain't
by
no
all
problem.
means.
Ain't no problem.
We've never had that problem.
But
That's the difference between us and a lot of groups.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no, because I know
No
the
an-
first
yeah,
thing
there's no
people are gonna
animosity,
wonder is
yeah.
like, well, and this is the conversation we always have is like, well, where are all you guys at?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, our big brother, little brother is doing his thing, and he's good. He's happy. So I'm going to let him do his thing.
yeah,
And when he's ready to come and share a sandwich with us and eat some pizza with us and drink a beer with us,
Taco.
he's always invited.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Tacos,
saying?
yeah, absolutely,
So
yeah, absolutely.
there is no...
Yeah, there's no animosity. There's nothing. You know, hey, more power to him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
More
he's
power
very
to him.
talented, man. I'm very proud of him.
Very.
He's doing his damn thing.
Yeah.
Well, we're here for you guys too, man. I'll bring the tortillas.
Hell
Chris
yeah.
will bring the fucking mayonesa,
Fuck yeah. No mayonesa.
the butter,
I don't like mayo on my tacos
No.
or on my hot dog.
la crema.
La crema.
I'll bring the cacique.
But what we definitely got coming is definitely if you guys can try to picture like a comfortable, more confident than we've ever been, taking our time with beat selections, which this man is providing. It's very personal, man. We're not just going and buying beats from people. We're not just going and wanting to work with just anybody, and like we don't care about that no more.
Yeah.
You know, maybe when we were coming up because of clout or trying to get a little fame.
But you don't need to.
No, but I'm saying coming up, you wanted to work with like a well-known artist.
Yeah.
To maybe get a little bit of their fans.
Little credit,
In other
yeah.
words, you start building fans.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you work on a song with somebody well-known. Now their fans are your fans, right? And I think right now me and Mace are so good. We're in such a good place that all that shit's just gonna run to us.
Yeah.
We're not looking for it. We're not chasing it. The music is gonna speak for itself, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude right here, dude, like on some real shit. A lot of legends don't wanna participate and give props where props is due, but I mean, I'm blessed to be able to work with a motherfucker like this who can produce the way he does
Thank
and
you.
engineer the way he does.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
I'm happy that the motherfucker wants to work with me and hear my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we got different styles. Like he said earlier, we have something that is weird, but it works. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like us right here.
And you know what? And I've always taken in accountability something that Raka told me when he was recording with us. I was talking to him about a certain individual that we had been trying to get him on the record, and I was like, because he knew him, and I was like, "What's up, man? Hey, we trying to, we've been trying and this and this and that." And he's like, "Look, Mace." He's like, "I'm going to tell you something," and I've always
You knew it
used this.
already.
I didn't know
Oh.
at the time until he blessed me with
The
his
knowledge.
his knowledge, and he was like, "Look, Mace, sometimes people don't want to work with you, not because you're not dope. It's because they feel threatened." And I was like, what do you mean? Like, we're not out there to try to, outshine anybody. And he was like, no. He's like, it's because you guys are dope. They don't want to work with somebody that's doper than them. So that's why the certain individual doesn't want to work with you guys. He's like, that's in my perspective.
Because nobody wants to make
and
that.
it makes total sense to me.
Nobody
now.
wants to be outshined.
Nobody wants to make that Jay-Z Eminem mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I took his words very, very
literal.
Yeah, very literal. Exactly. Yeah. And I've ran with that since that day, and that's why. Ever since we did the collab with him,
right,
I never pushed to do any other collab with anybody else because nobody wanted to fuck with us like he wanted to fuck with us.
At that time, for sure, nobody.
Yeah.
And I mean, we had such a crazy buzz, dog, that it was crazy. But a lot of people don't want to talk about that because they don't want to, have the light on us.
Yeah.
It was weird, man. Like, we were just some humble MCs from the South Bay who were heavily influenced by hip-hop, and we respected hip-hop, and we followed hip-hop, and we wanted to do right by hip-hop. But it was a slap to the face because then we were like, damn, like, all we've done is researched the right shit and done the right shit, never did the wrong shit. But now that we're doing it, and like we're getting attention from people who are not even a part of the hood or from the area, I go, what happened? What's wrong? But then you start realizing, and I remember Rocket telling us that he was like, dog, you gotta respect the fact that a lot of people don't want to fuck with you because they're afraid that all the hard work that we put in, now all of a sudden here your ass comes skip to my little ass, and then fucking you put out a record. Now all my fans love you, and now I'm nothing because now you just took that from me. And I think that right there is something that
overshadow.
I think that still to this day goes on through every genre. And it shouldn't be that way, man, because at the end of the day, man, if you're dope and you hold your own, you're gonna hold your own. You don't fucking worry about nobody else like that. But
I'm gonna be proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like, that's a little homie.
But unfortunately, that's reality to this day. I know for a fact to this day, because I still see it with a lot of my peers where I'm like, motherfucker, I know I haven't been in the game for so long, but motherfucker, guess what? I'm feeling that record and I got something stupid for that record, but you don't hear nothing back. But crickets.
Because you're taking that fucking electric bill money.
Because they're like, oh, motherfucker, well, where you been at this whole time? And all of a sudden now you want to come and shine. It's like, no, motherfucker, I ain't trying to shine over you. You already put in the work. You're good.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to fucking have fun like a B-boy. Because we're B-boys, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we really are at the end of the day. B-boys.
B-boys.
And when you figure out what a B-boy is in the hip-hop culture, then you're going to realize that all you are is you're looking for entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at the movie Wild Style, and when you start studying these magazines, spray can art, and all these graffiti magazines, and doing the right research and seeing who are the originators of the art, and you're doing the right thing by the art, and then you realize you're not getting no love, it's not because you're fucked up. It's because somebody is hating.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's weak. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to call out the haters. And that's it. Because guess what?
Like the dude that punched you.
Love always, here's the best part. Love always takes care of the hate. And I realized that. Why are we here today?
Like Tumek said, love fights back.
It's true, though.
It shouldn't be that way. It should be like, okay, if I'm fucking MC Chris and I'm fucking dope as fuck, and then here comes Mace, wants to collab with me, and he's fucking doper than me.
That's what the game's fucked up.
It should be like, hey, this fucking cat's coming up again. He's coming out of retirement, gonna fucking do his shit. I have to fucking step up my game. And it's not it's like a friendly, not a friendly competition, but like he's pushing me to keep me on check, to get me out of my comfort zone.
And the thing is that a lot of the OGs are cool. It's just this weird. You got weird cats in the game, man. That's the best thing I can say. Because I'm not gonna go by an age group. Because it could be.
The thing is social media.
Shout out to Tekashi 69.
Is the social media fucked everybody up, dog. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Social media made everybody a fucking artist. Everybody's a model. Everybody's an artist.
Everybody's a producer.
Everybody's a
podcaster.
Everybody's a podcaster.
Everybody's a podcaster.
But you know what I'm saying?
Everybody thinks they're a part of the Clika. Matter of fact, I was eating tacos on Crenshaw the other day, and they were like, "You haven't heard about the Clika, dog?" I go, "Damn, dog. I thought you were just, eating your taco."
You fool.
They were like, "Do you know some fool named Chris?"
He's part of La Clika.
I go, fuck, I don't know.
The one that was in the back of the Camry?
I go, was he hanging out with Donald? Is that the guy who was supporting him for 2020?
What the fuck?
That's the
But
weird
yeah,
part, right?
man,
That's the weird part coming out of him right now.
that's how fucked the game is. That's how fucked up the game is, man. Nobody respects anybody anymore.
Shout out to
everybody.
everybody.
Don't respect the grind, dude.
Yeah,
Don't respect
that's
the
exactly
grind,
what it
man.
is. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck Donald Trump, by the
Yeah,
way.
and if you see right now if you see right now, there's no actual rap groups.
No.
If you look,
Yeah, they're all
You know,
single.
there's no
they're all-
rap groups.
That's, I mentioned that before.
Nothing,
I
bro.
mentioned that. There's no groups.
Everybody's a fuck, and that's cool.
Everybody's
but-
an individual.
yeah, no, and that's
But-
cool.
but
But
that's-
I want to hear a dope ass rap group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't think
I don't want to hear fucking Lil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Lil,
saying?
Lil.
I don't.
Yeah.
I know a bunch of these stupid motherfuckers do, and I'm gonna say that proudly.
I'm just saying.
But I will.
I'm
And I'm
just
okay
saying.
with saying that part. Because you know what? It's true what you're saying, though, man.
There's no
Like,
groups anymore.
I don't
There's
give a
no
fuck.
groups, bro.
There
You
isn't.
supporting who you supporting, but
You know what? Because
There's
if I'm
nothing.
gonna eat, you're gonna eat. If you're gonna eat, I know he's gonna eat, and
it's
y'all
just
gonna
stupid,
eat. So
man.
There's no
Fucking-
groups where there's a bunch of
Everybody
entourages.
Let's get a
man.
bowl of menudo with 5
Yeah.
spoons, you know?
let's do it. Fuck it.
Right now.
Here's the one thing I don't
Una
wanna come
caguama
off
with
as.
5 fucking straws. Let's do it.
Here's the one thing I definitely don't want to come off as, because I already know the first thing motherfuckers who are being successful as a single artist doing what they do, they're gonna go, oh, they old heads, they're haters. No, but we're not motherfuckers.
Nah.
I don't give a fuck. I hope you're eating. I hope you're fucking eating like a motherfucker. But what I will say is, you're tarnishing the culture, and you don't understand the culture. So by you not understanding it, I'm gonna forgive you, because you don't know. You didn't grow up in the '90s, and you didn't grow up when it was very important to the culture to be a b-boy, a DJ, a spray can artist. There was elements to hip hop. There was a fucking Bible written before all these motherfuckers think that they could do what they're doing now. And that's cool. I'm not hating. If you're eating and you're becoming, you know, if you are successful from what you're doing, God bless you.
Shout out to the Gucci gang.
But at the same
Gucci
time,
gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
but at the same time, I'm gonna stand with Pete Rock and all the OGs of what
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And that's just my opinion. And opinions are for everybody.
Yeah,
There ain't no wrong to an opinion. You know what I'm saying?
no, that's your own opinion.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're eating,
It's
off
not
the
my
bullshit-
opinion.
It is your opinion.
And now is motherfucker.
Now it is.
So,
He's gonna battle you now, Dick.
so you know, part 2. Hopefully, you know, we'll have that. We'll have that
He
album
keeps
ready.
pushing for part 2.
Part 2.
Part
Hopefully,
two.
hopefully that album will be ready by then. Which I'm
on
sure
the
will
next
be.
podcast.
Oh, well, man.
Me and Mace are more than a couple songs in. We got some dope, crazy shit. I wish we could share some of that right now.
Just the
It's
tip,
too late.
dude.
It's time for my pills.
Hey, these pickles, are they deals?
There you go.
Oh shit,
God
dude! Hell yeah,
damn,
man!
bro.
Fucking
Wow.
thanks, guys. This
No,
is
thank
fucking
you.
Oh,
awesome.
thank
man.
you guys,
No, thank
man.
you guys, man.
Appreciate
We'll
it.
set up part 2 next week.
Yep. Tomorrow.
We could go on. We could go on. We could
Stay
go on.
tuned for Crux Part 49.
Hey, we'll be the first
Hey, I hope you guys use
protection.
I hope you guys use protection.
Hey, we should be the first breakfast cast, Dick.
The Breakfast Cast.
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles,
Pancakes.
condones.
God damn.
Huevos Rancheros.
Hey, Paco,
Hell yeah.
why is your hand on my lap?
I like
That's
your
where the
legs.
phone didn't fucking work because his
Yeah,
hand was
bro,
on
my
your
hand was
lap.
fucking-
Dude, that was so dope. I was gonna hit you in the eye, dude.
Over your head.
What about when he was like, "Yeah"?
That shit was funny, man.
Wow.
and
The weirdness
children doing
came out.
crack. Yeah, that's Getel right
Yeah,
there.
that's
the
Getel
boy.
right there.
That's Getel, man.
I thought he was gonna praise the Dave.
Thank you guys for coming through. Man.
And your kids are with crack.
You're welcome, man. We did.
Hell yeah.
We're doing heroin while you're sleeping.
Thank you
to the Clika Podcast.
also before we leave, you guys want to shout out your Instagram or anything where people can find you?
Nah, fuck that.
No.
I don't need any more friends or followers.
Fuck that.
Okay, and that was it.
And that's how
Thank
you
you.
get. And that's how you get fans, ladies
If
and
you know,
gentlemen.
you know. If you know, you know.
Alrighty.
If you know, you know. That's
Shout
it.
out to everybody that's been a part of the movement.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is gonna be the easiest descriptions
South
I ever
Bay,
write.
Los
Fuck
Angeles.
South Bay, Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Cruxicano Veteranos.
Ay.
Órale.
Drinking cold Coronas.
Drinking cool Coronas.
Smoking cigarettes.
Shout out to Pigeon John, man.
Pidgey,
Oh,
Pidgey,
yeah.
Pidgey, Pidgey, Pidgey.
Yeah.
Shout out to LA Symphony.
Yes,
Wait, should
sir.
we keep going? You got another 2 hours in you?
Shout out.
Come on, let's go. Give me another beat.
Let's go get another Red Bull, dude. Let's go
Give me
get
another
another.
beat of beer.
Dude, I'm down.
Shout out to everybody who just gave the tip. That's it, dude.
La Punta.
La Punta.
Nah, but real talk, man. Thank you guys for coming
Hey, no,
out.
man, thank you,
Thanks,
thank you,
man.
thank you,
Thank you
for having us
See
on
you
here,
guys
man.
soon.
Welcome.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe I could hopefully record with you guys when you guys are going to be in, what, Europe? Hawaii? Next
Probably
year?
no.
Next month, I mean?
No, we're gonna be in Argentina.
Okay.
Oh shit! What's
I
up?
thought we were
Can
going to
roll?
Abu Dhabi. I thought that's
I thought I was going to fucking see you guys in Chiapas or some shit.
I thought you said Tijuana, bro.
I thought you said Linwood, fool. Off of Bullis.
oh shit.
Hey, I'll see you guys next week at the Dope House,
Órale.
especially Chris.
Yeah, I'll be there before you.
Thank
I'll
you.
be there. I'll get there early.
Let's see who loses a tooth first.
Probably you. You're gonna write with that shit.
All right.
Drugs
We
are a
out.
hell of a drug.
Peace.
This was episode 51 with the Crux.
51.
Uno.
Los Cruxicanos veteranos.
Okay, and we're out.